time, Stevie. Every time I hit the hole.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, the last time you stretched out a wet hole. No.
Let me know when you go live. Let me know when you go live, so I don't get in trouble for saying something stupid.
Oh, that's about 30 seconds
live,
ago.
by the way.
Oh, awesome!
Happy Saturday night, everybody. I almost said damn Friday. My week's been screwed up all week. I thought yesterday was Wednesday.
That's what happens when you get old.
Man, somebody told me at work, and just my whole day just went soup. Awesome.
It's all that meth, man. It's going to your brains.
Let me introduce everybody on the panel. The dude staring down at his lap with a hat on is one.
What's up?
Mike DeLucia. And
Damn.
Scruffy looking guy right yonder is my good brother, Stump Greenwood.
Sorry.
And the only pretty one on the panel, Miss Shalisa Shell.
Right.
A resident computer guru.
Not.
And film editor master.
Wannabe.
What's happening, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Well, now that we're live, I can't ask Stump my question, but
go ahead.
No, I haven't got it out yet. I haven't got the knot out yet.
Oh, Lord.
Don't look so sad.
Lord, have mercy.
Hyper-focused. On a mission.
I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission from God.
There's a classic.
All right.
So what's everybody doing tonight?
Just enjoying the interweb.
Mikey's back off his phone.
Thank God.
No shit.
Yeah,
because brother, I love you to death, and I mean no disrespect whatsoever, but it was all kinds of fucked up every 6-7 seconds. Right.
Right.
What the fuck?
I started making a mail call video today, and for the first time ever on my camera, the battery went dead. I'm like, wah, wah.
You should open it live tonight when the person who sent it to you shows up.
Too late.
Oh.
Too late for
love. If any shows. But he's doing the date night with the wifey, which is very respectable and cool. And this motley crew ain't worth a night away from the wife. If the kids are asleep and you got some quiet time, take advantage of it.
Damn right. Because in that whole relationship, y'all have seen him, but I guarantee you, she is definitely the better looking of the two.
Who's that?
Big Dog's wife.
Oh, out of Junior and his wife.
Oh yeah. Unless
he loves it.
You've seen him. He can't be the good looking one. Shit, there's no way that's happening.
He loves
That'd
it.
be like me being the good looking one in my relationship. That's a crock of shit. It ain't happening either.
I finally got my paracord all squared away.
All right.
Well, Stump, if you'd like to do the rundown, brother.
Well, I can do that, but it's not going to take a painfully lengthy amount of time. So you best be thinking of the next move.
Speaking of which, real quick, if everybody wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up or down and hitting the share button.
I'll hit the thumbs down button if you like.
Go for it.
Well, I can't because I've already thumbs up it. So how you can't thumbs down it, thumbs up it, right?
You have to unthumbs up it first, and then you can thumbs down it.
Nah, screw that.
Sir Stump.
What?
What?
All right. As far as the whole rundown scenario, the what have you, I don't know. First of all, welcome to the madness type thing. And from what I seen, and then granted I come to the situation a moment or two behind schedule probably. First person I seen showing up in here was none other than Prepping to Endure. It's just a standard. We start a chat, Mike starts a chat, Prepping to Endure is there.
That makes it legit.
Yeah, I mean that's what you call a. I don't want to say faithful comparing to an old yard dog or nothing, but I mean he's fucking there, and that's cool. We appreciate the hell out of it. And now, speaking of faithful motherfuckers, because let's face it, ain't another woman on the planet gonna have his ass nowadays. Would be none other than our brother, the tomahawk slinging Mike DeLucia. After that, we had Steve B. Then I typed some smartass remark in there, probably. Then Ronnie Brown came along, and we had a little short discussion.
Ronnie.
Yep, about a little project I got started on. Then we had County Line Loggins show up. Well, here again, County Line Loggins just gonna be here. You can bank on that shit. Then we had that local meth head Stalker Shrimp.
Well,
And
yep.
then we had one of our friends from north of me, at the very least, who's into sneaking up on various furry critters and making them get naked for profit. That would be G Trapper, and that's meant in a non
Get naked for profit.
messed up way. Well, what else you gonna call it when you take the fur off a critter? You took his coat off and he ain't got on no drawers. He's naked. All right. Southern logic, damn it. Roll with
I think that covers it.
it. That's a hell of a way to end the rundown, right? Oh, wait a minute. Because I was talking and not paying attention and writing shit down.
Because I got high. Go ahead.
Right.
Shut up, dipshit.
Well, I figured you'd like that. Go ahead, sorry.
We have in here with us, also out there in the chat, a very lovely lady, our resident queen of Fatwood, and apparently has a soft spot for strays because she likes Steve. None other than Miss Shalisa Shell.
Epic, brother.
Always.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Now you got Shalisa turning all red like.
That wasn't intended to do any embarrassing. That was, let's face it, she's got a soft spot for strays. Has to. Oh, don't fake being sleepy to get out of it now. We just getting
Yeah, I
started.
don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna take a nap. I'll be back in 2 hours.
Okay.
We'll be here.
Yeah, we have to get that young lady hooked up with some firearms.
Definitely.
ZPD, how you doing?
Right on.
Hey, PD Survival, how are you? How you been?
How you doing?
How you doing? Good to see you coming back around.
That's for sure.
Matter of fact, that's a terrific first subject if we want to cover a subject tonight.
What's that?
What would you recommend to a lady for a first firearm?
Well, it all depends what
Not necessarily first. Tool type firearm.
Well,
By saying tool, are we talking a carry piece, something to have in a bag in case? Are we talking about a snake fucker upper? What?
exactly.
Just put it in the.
Walks in the woods. Taking a
Are
run.
you? Yeah, but are you putting it on your hip? Or are you putting it in your purse?
I want it right here.
Oh, fucking perfect. Alright, here are my suggestions, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Mikey, but
You didn't cut me off. Go ahead.
I'll offer you the same advice I offer anybody else on a firearm they're going to carry for whatever purpose, every day or just in the woods, whatever. First, make up your mind of what's going to be the biggest thing you might have to deter with it. From there, you can gauge what's the biggest caliber or round you have to carry. In the woods, people are going to say I'm retarded. Most of the time, you can get away with a 38 caliber wheel gun. Revolvers are simple. They don't jam. They don't fuck up. You pull the trigger, something goes wrong, it don't go bang because with dead round, just pull the trigger again. You ain't got to clear a malfunction. They're simple. They got enough ass to them, and most revolvers are stupid fucking comfortable in the hand.
I tend to agree. As much as a semi-automatic person I am, keep it simple, stupid. You're already, if you get in a situation via freaking rabid coyote or a jackass with a machete, you're already kind of flipping out. You don't need to think about how to operate your firearm.
And And not saying you're uneducated in any way, but it's a simple matter of fact. The less there is to do to manipulate it and make it work, it doesn't matter if you have zero training or if you are an expert marksman, fucking Olympic coach type motherfucker. The less shit there is to do when your adrenaline is jacked up and going, the better off you are. There's less shit that can go wrong. There's less steps. There's just pull, point, move your finger.
So, in layman's terms, path of least resistance.
Exactly. I could not think of that phrase.
Okay.
Thank you.
It just is. It's path of least resistance. So, if in you know, God forbid, in a situation you have to use your firearm to protect yourself. Well, I don't give a shit whether it's a coyote or not, because my opinion states that just because it's a coyote, not a human, there is no, oh, you're only a coyote type shock factor there. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Right.
So you're still going to be, oh. It's like Stump just said. You don't have to worry. You're not worrying about, clamming a jam and all that happy horse shit.
Nope.
Now, in case you were thinking about stepping up into, say, black bear country,
well,
is stepping up to a 357 and a little J frame or whatever add a lot of bulk to the gun? Or
yep. I don't even think she needs that for a black bear. To be honest with you, you know as well as I do. Unless she crosses a mother with two cubs and gets in between them, you know as well as I do that even if you could fucking throw a rock at a bear, it'll go away.
Usually, yeah, the bang is enough.
Exactly.
Yeah, the noise
so she doesn't need the power of the 357. The 38 is still good for her. And if she had to use it, even if she did split cubs from her mother, okay, and she had to use a 38, she's going to shoot it maybe twice? I don't care what anybody tells you. The bear's going to go away after being hit twice with a 30. I don't care what anybody says.
Right.
We'll see. Here's a
stalked by a cougar.
Yeah, no shit.
After the back of my neck and knocking me down is more likely than a bear.
There you go.
We'll see. Here's another thing to look at from that point of view too. I don't so much think the 357 mag would be the right choice by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, folks are gonna think I'm crazy for that, but like you just said, you got a higher likelihood of having a big old, pissed off house cat trying to turn you into lunch.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna have 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna have the ability to put both hands on a revolver to make sure you don't become separated from it due to recoil, right?
Right.
So, like Steve here was just saying with a J-frame, get you a 44 mag. Here again, revolvers, but actually load it with 44 special. The weight and extra metal of that J-frame will absorb a extremely already soft shooting round. So you don't have to worry about it becoming separated due to recoil. And I don't give a damn what nobody says. Just plain lead wad cutters and a 44 special is a devastating freaking round, especially close range.
Yeah, but is a 44 going to be comfortable on her hip?
You would be surprised. You really would. And what's up there, Fifth?
Swamp up.
He says, don't get between a mama swamp donkey and her kids either.
No, yeah, you don't.
Yeah, that's right.
For those of you who don't know, my life has been on pause for like 10 years. I used to shoot with friends and stuff back when I was in my 20s, but with my disability and dialysis and everything, I haven't hardly done anything. And just in the last year and a half, and especially with my transplant, getting back into living again, and I really want to get back into shooting, but I've never owned my own gun, and anytime I've ever shot, it's been with someone else. I've never got to learn the mechanics like I wanted to. I never really pursued it as hard as I probably should have, but then again, I just learned how to use the internet too.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll get you hooked up one way or another.
Yeah. But yeah, for a situation like you're talking about, I would seriously think a revolver in 44 and actually load it down Instead of running the heavy 44 mag rounds, run 44 specials in it. And even in 44 special, there are some devastating, just tissue disintegrating hollow points that are available that shoot light. Um, and another thought, realistically, if you want the power of a nice heavy round, but you don't want to deal with a lot of recoil and still is a very easy gun to carry, the drawback becomes the fact it's a single action. Get a Vaquero with 45 long Colt.
Right.
45 long Colt will drop almost anything on this continent. I mean, it will level big critters.
Plus, that's a cool old school round.
It is.
And you know why it's an old school round? Because it's so damn good, everybody keeps buying it.
Yep. Yeah, that's old cowboy round.
Yeah.
Like I said, Shalisa's gonna have to go to, see what fits her, see what she likes, see what she wants, see what fits.
Yep.
See what's comfortable for her.
I have a really good gun store not far from me, and they rent just about any gun you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I think we'll have a date day and take a trip over there and see what they can come up with for her.
Yeah, just put a bunch of them in her hand and on her hip, and
yep.
Let us see which one sits better in her hand and sits better on her hip. Whatever her comforts are. Whatever. I mean, we can sit. It's easy for us to sit here and say, this would feel good for you, but we really can't because
it's a hands-on thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like as much as my favorite manufacturer in the world is technically the Berettas. I shot those more than anything.
Great point.
I couldn't carry one, even if I was allowed to carry here. I mean,
Yeah, bummer.
Those Berettas, like the one that my southern brother has, right? I had one on my hip. It doesn't feel good just walking. I didn't even sit. Just to walk, So now the Ruger, the one you have, Stevie, your LS there.
LC9.
Is it the LS? Do you have the new one or the? Yeah, you have the LC9, right?
Yeah, I got the LC9 9mm.
That is more comfortable.
It's not really that comfortable to shoot. That little fart's snappy, and I wouldn't recommend that for a first time.
No. I'm not saying right. I know what you're saying. I wouldn't recommend it for a first time. But what I'm saying to you is that. So to me, that the gun you have was more comfortable than the Beretta, which I love the Berettas.
Right.
But my larger point is whatever is gonna be Shalisa's comfort level is the gun that she needs.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely need to find something that, like Mike was just saying, that's comfortable in your hand, comfortable on your hip. And here's another thing to kind of look at, when you're messing around with a few different ones in the store. You need to, doesn't matter if it's in a holster in your hand, just have it waist level. Look at a wall, a picture on a wall, a doorknob. Okay, anything that is a fixed spot that's not going to move on you, that you can focus on. Close your eyes and raise your hand with the weapon in it to where you think you're pointing your finger at that object you've picked out. When you open your eyes, if your sights are at least on, say, a half inch from that object you've picked out, and here again, remember, you're not trying to hit a target the size of a nickel. You're trying to hit something a foot by a foot.
Right.
If you're fairly close, and by fairly close, I do mean, say, the sights themselves half inch or less off the target, then that is a very natural pointing gun for you. It will be extremely easy to shoot it well, even under stress.
Right. Natural pointing.
Yes.
Natural.
That's why, for me, a full-size 1911 is like the perfect fucking gun. For a lot of people, a 1911 is just a very natural pointing gun. You know?
Yeah, that's why they're built how they are.
Yeah.
They were basically built for rookies in the military.
Yep.
Big Dog Leather, how you doing, buddy?
Right on, Big Dog. And if I'm not mistaken, he's actually got a way in here if he's
Junior.
find it.
Junior made it.
I sent you a link, brother, but if you're on date night, don't you dare screw that up.
Yeah, once the date's over, you can come in here. If you come in here and mention anything at all about you broke in from the movie early or you didn't snuggle with that woman or something, I swear to God, I will call you a dick sucking queer for the next 6 months.
What's wrong with being a queer?
Putting it mildly.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it. I just said that's what I was told.
Just checking.
Trust me, I've got an uncle that sucks dick, and I got an aunt that eats pussy better than I do. I'm not gonna fuss about the gay and lesbian
Well,
stuff. Okay?
Maybe she can give you some pointers.
That's a possibility, yeah. Tell you what, there, Big Dog. Tell the little one we say goodnight.
That could be interpreted in a couple different ways.
Oh,
Just saying.
damn. That's probably the most innocent thing I've said this week, and leave it to you to find a way to twist that.
No, I'm talking about.
No, he's talking about what Big Dog wrote. Just down with the movie. Mama putting the wee one to bed.
Okay.
In other words, he's zipping his fly.
It's sorry for your luck, brother.
Boy, do I feel sorry for Mrs. Bird Dog Weather.
Oh, Lord.
Don't look so sad.
Uh,
I know
Damn.
it's over.
Well, you don't get away with shit in this chat, do you?
Nope.
that's right.
No, it's Stump here.
Yep, and that's right. We were talking earlier.
Who invited his sorry ass anyway?
His youngin is one of my new little buddies. It's a cool little dude, man.
That was built down the jams. What was?
Yep. The 1911.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got to get an authentic one, too. One of these days, I'm going to pop on one. I've been hoping for the big shipment to come over, but I haven't heard about it.
I thought that's what Mike said, but I wasn't sure, and I wasn't going to say anything. But now there's confirmation. And
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Because bird dogs are on my mind. That's why.
Well, if your mind's got to be someplace else, that is a right nice place to have it.
Right.
Yeah, big dog, that is nowhere in the ballpark of a cut down, let me tell you.
Right.
That's a moving up.
Yeah, no shit. Bird dog's a
Hey.
great person.
Yep.
She's the best. I can't believe I got called out last night by Amanda. Did I really sing to what's her name that one time?
Oh, yeah.
You don't get away with nothing.
I didn't realize I had done that.
Yeah. And here's the kicker. When you done it,
Yeah.
you build up to it.
Was I drinking?
I'm going to get in trouble with Amanda for this one because I've seen
Did
you
I really?
before I did her. Yes. you did.
Oh, shit, there's no way of me getting out of that one then.
Yeah.
No. Just
Fuck
own
it,
it.
telling you
Move
last
on.
night, quit fucking digging and start singing. Just shut up and sing.
Right? Ruh-roh. Don't look so sad.
Man, I can't quit playing with this Ruger. I love this gun. The 40.
Yeah.
But speaking of playing with stuff, you know, Mike's got his little puncher over there.
Yeah, I'm just
He's
having
got a
fun.
little piece of scrap leather. The man don't even know it yet, but I swear to God, he's making a damn colander.
Making a what?
Sieve draining right. A colander, a strainer, a sieve.
Oh, yeah.
Drain shit.
I got you.
Swamp, the reason Stumpette don't come on here, she may while she's at work, you know, when things
Shy.
quiet down a little bit. But she works third shift now. She no longer works for the hospital, so she's no longer grumpy as fuck either. Which is really nice. But
Really?
at the
Did
moment,
you really
she's
just say that?
getting ready to- Hey, she'll fess up to it too, dude. When she was working at the hospital and the stress she was under, she was grumpy.
I'd be grumpy if I were married to you too.
Yeah. Oh, now we know why Gina's always fussing at you.
Well, no, because she's fucking Sicilian.
Right?
And she's on her way to work, too. She's working 11 to 7 tonight.
Yeah. I think it's actually the same schedule. Tammy's, yeah, the wife. Her schedule night's like 10:45 till
Oh, I get it
6:45 or
now.
something.
You need 2 clicks. Oh.
Does that one got like a ratchet in it or something?
Apparently, because the first click just outlines it or what have you.
Yeah.
See that? So the second one puts the hole through.
Okay.
So, but this piece right here moves. Why is this?
Might just be loose.
I know, but I keep tightening it from the bottom, Stevie, and it won't stay tightened.
It may have a shock absorber on it.
It's supposed to come loose, you mean?
Maybe.
Yeah. The interchangeable anvil. And Big Dog, as far as the Italian discussion, if you would go find your link and click on it, once little man is, down for the night, regardless of whether we're talking about your kid or your pecker, according to Mike, then feel free to come join us and we'll have said discussion. See how I was able to be an asshole and blame Mike for it? I am.
You are an asshole.
We've established that a long time ago, Mike.
Uh-oh. Am I still here?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because you came in jumbled.
It's probably on my end being so far down in the woods.
You were making me nervous.
Mikey's a little gun shy after last night.
Right, but it's funny. I'm the one that makes you nervous from several states away. That's fucking weird.
Well, that's because you're sudden.
What's the matter? You scared to have a little common sense in class invade your state?
First of all, there was no such thing as common sense in whatever you just said in a sudden. Hey, look, I made shoelaces.
Very nice. That's from the X-Files.
That was loud.
What? Holy shit. Started... Dude.
What?
How the fuck are you, man?
Who are you talking about?
Camper, what's up?
Daryl, where were you last night, buddy? Oh, Daryl, by the way, the chat wasn't on my channel. But I shared the chat. So if you saw it.
Shalisa, you're already in the Green Cup Club. What are you doing, girl?
Enjoying my green cup.
I don't think I'm in that club.
It's not just for camping anymore.
Don't look so sad. I know it's over. I'm just practicing.
Just in case?
Just in case I actually do something right. And I know they won't be this close together, but.
So that's working on getting your lacing for your bag?
Yeah, and I know they have to be further apart because Bush Brother, you guys remember Bush Brother, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He did one, and John, was it John the MI Woodsman, or was it? No. I'm sorry. He did one, and Mr. Tolley did one. And it showed just how to, do it. But I was just screwing around, making sure the tools work. That cutter works nice. That razor blade, it works real nice. But they measure. Obviously the holes aren't that close together. Won't be. Excuse me. I should say won't be that close together. I think they're only. Stump, if I'm right, there's only what in the 10-inch circle. Isn't there only? Is it 12? I'll have to go back to Bush Brothers.
10-inch circle, I wouldn't even go that high.
I forget. I'm gonna have to go back to Bush Brothers video and I wish his hours would change so he can come back to the chats.
All right.
But he's still driving. He's driving again, so he's happy.
Big Dog wants to know where you got that punch from.
I bought it at Trailer tractor trail. Jesus Christ.
Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply. It's pretty cool. It's got the cutter on it and everything. I like that. I just used it. See,
Chin nipper.
it's pretty. Ow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Use a
Right.
finger.
It's just, but look, it's just boink, done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it cuts really nice. I like it. So I'll play with that later. I'm sorry. I just, you know how I am. I get. What do you think about the gun ban? You 2D policy. Fuck them all. We did that last night too.
Oh, please, God, don't get into that again.
Yeah, right.
I'm
We're,
trying really hard to have a nice, calm night. Sorry.
I don't think it's a gun ban there, 39 Camper. I think they're just trying to stifle some of the big gun channels. I don't even think it's going to affect unmonetized channels.
Another reason why I don't monetize.
Yep.
Everyone keeps bothering me about why don't you monetize?
Yeah.
Maybe after 100,000 subs and
I clicked that button one time a long time ago, and I read the rules and the stipulations for it and unclicked it immediately.
Yep.
So I'm saying big gun channels, they're all saying, well, it ain't about the money. Well, let me see it unmonetize them. Put your money where your mouth ain't.
For the channel, in fairness, for the channels that use it for, let's say, 22 Plankster or Hitchcock 45, and those guys have, granted, federal and all them sponsor them, and I get all that, all right? So they don't pay for their ammunition, but for the props that they use and stuff like that, and we got to remember, right? We're not talking thousands and thousands of dollars here, guys.
Well, some of them gigantic channels are.
What do you mean by gigantic?
Like Hitchcock 45.
I have somebody on my subscription list, and I'm subscribed to him. He has 90,000 subscribers.
Right.
Trust me when I tell you this. He's not making thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh, okay. Well, I know the one guy I'm sub to, One Lonely Farmer.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a shit ton. He's a big channel, and he spewed. He was making like $3,000 a month or something like that off of YouTube.
$3,000 a month?
Yeah.
I know there's a few people out there that make $1,000 a week.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I'd like to see the. I'd like to see the. What do you call it?
But
It would be no fun.
he puts up a video and gets 1,000 views on it in 10 seconds. He's getting hundreds of thousands.
Then what's his name's got to be making? What's his name must be making up here in New Hampshire? There, Boss of the Swamp.
Yeah.
He gets 15, 16, 18, 19,000 views on every friggin'. He could do a friggin' thing on eating a donut, and 20,000 people would watch it.
Well, he also put out a video how he's making a living on YouTube.
No,
that's a big part of his income.
He put his video on. He's leaving. He's going to Patreon anyways. He's going. His pay stub's coming out of Patreon now.
Right. But if you choose to monetize, you choose to follow their rules.
Yes, indeed.
So let's quit whining, get on with it, and pull up your big boy pants, and either you're doing it because you're having fun, or you're doing it trying to make money. Either way, hush up. Let's get on with it.
Good point.
There you go. Big Dog Leather said One Pug Life, and he's just a goofy kind of comedy channel. He's making $7,500 a month.
I don't know. I just don't see it.
Well, you get the right commercials and revenue, it can be done. And he's also
not hundreds of thousands.
He's also a old school channel back when you could make more money than you can starting up now. So yeah, was right.
Well, yeah, if you've had videos up for 10 years, you've got all those old videos that are continuously being watched.
Yeah. But anyhow, Hush
But
up,
you can
Mark.
only
I'm tired of hearing it. It's just like
you
before.
can only make money on videos that. Okay, so if I go monetization starting tomorrow, okay, I'm only gonna make money on the videos that I start from tomorrow, not on anything from earlier than tomorrow.
I think you can go back and monetize some of your old videos. But they've already, I think when you monetize, YouTube does circulate your stuff more. That's how they get so many views. They get more circulation.
Yeah, there's another way to do it too.
But
I won't say that alive though. I'm serious.
Oh,
But you're right. Yeah, it's JC Swamp Donkey. You're 100% right. That's his name.
yep.
That's his real name.
Yeah, he does have a certain way about him. His voice just is perfect.
I wish he would do voiceovers. He
Yeah,
could do
he could be narrating like dirty jobs and shit.
A&E. Was it A&E? A&E, I think, came to him. I think he said it was A&E in a video. I might be wrong. I could have sworn he said A&E. A&E came to him and wanted to do a thing on him, and he said no.
Yeah, he does not want to have a regular job for a living.
But the other thing too is that he didn't want it to be. He didn't want them telling him how he's going to do something. He's going to do it the way he's been doing it.
Right.
And that's not how that shit happens. You know, when...
Oh, hell no. They give you a script and you read it.
Yeah. Like Deadliest Catch and all them. Do you guys ever watch... the tuna show?
Yeah,
Wicked Tuna. Wicked Tuna?
Yeah.
Okay. So my boss, if you guys watched it a couple of years ago, there was a guy who was spotting him with an airplane, and then he'd radio to the boat, and the boat would go, okay?
Yeah.
And they'd harpoon it. The guy would go out in the little thing and harpoon it. That was my boss's brother-in-law.
Hey, Lulu, how you doing?
Lulu, love you.
Hey, Lulu. He said they changed. He didn't mind it, and then all of a sudden he started minding it because they would just, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And he's like,
Right.
that's not what I'm doing. And he says, in what A&E and all those people seem to forget is that this is people's livelihood.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, all those kind of reality shows like that, like Swamp People and the Alaskan one, they all start out great. Then they end up going in the shitter when the producers get too involved.
Mm.
You know, Swamp People used to be my favorite show. Them and the Lumberjack one. Lumberman or
I love that Lumberjack one. Everybody thought I was crazy. Axeman?
Axeman.
Yeah,
I love that show the first couple seasons, and then it just got all drama and shit.
Yep, and that's what happens. They turn him into, like, you know, the one I like the most still, and they do it to them too, but they do it, and the show's still good.
Yep,
is Deadliest Catch.
I have a feeling Mike Rowe is more involved with that than just the voice.
Yeah, he's got a hand in that.
That guy I can listen to all day. Have you checked out his YouTube channel?
I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel.
Oh my God, it's good. There's some good shit on there. Yeah, go check him out, Mike Rowe on YouTube.
Yeah. Those guys from
Gabe Reigard died.
Wow.
No way.
Who died?
Gabe Reigard.
The big the junior Reigard guy, the younger guy. Craig's dead, or Craig's son.
Okay, help me out.
Top Dog.
Hey, Jay Watt, how you doing, man?
Gabe Reigard.
From X-Men.
A buddy of mine,
X-Men. Okay.
He was talking about the legend of Shelby, the Swamp Man. was his
Yeah.
favorite show. A buddy of mine actually knows him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a buddy of mine from down south. Car accident. No shit.
Wow.
Oh man, you got give me goosebumps. When did that happen? I haven't watched cable TV in 3 years.
Yeah, me either. YouTube kind of got in the way. Shelby, yeah, he is nuts. He's kind of the honorary mayor of that town, my buddy says. He really helps that town along and stuff, but yes, he does have his crazy side.
Scares me the way he just swings that pistol around and just shoots it all over the place. I felt sorry for the camera people.
Yeah,
Who's
that sells episodes.
Who's the guy up in the Pacific Northwest? That was running through the woods up through there.
Less than a year prepping it to says.
What was his name? Dog something.
Big Dog?
No. He's actually a former Marine.
Talking about one of them Survivor guys or something different?
Yeah, long hair, long mustache, long beard and all that. ZZ Top style. Supposedly lives out in the woods.
Big Dog Leather saying Mick Dodge?
Yes.
Prepping?
That guy's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes. But he lives at home. Just saying. That was the other thing, he lives at home.
Well, I got
But some of the things he does, if you read into it, right, and you read the books or what have you, well, now it's all online, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like they'll cache stuff in old trees all the time. They used to do that shit.
Hell, that's how Jesse James used to pay the people that worked with him.
Yeah. I mean...
No, a lot of the old books and I wrote about the time and the investigations, the law books where they were chasing him and shit. You would actually find trees in the swamp with Double J circled on it. Start digging at the base of it, and you'd usually find a box. Even decades after he was dead, they were still finding those trees and pulling up old coins and shit from banks where he had robbed the bank.
Nice. Wouldn't that be something to find with your metal detector? Woo.
Oh shit.
Shalisa, did you say you had to go have a smoke?
Sheila?
Yeah, I know. Where'd that come from?
Sheila? Something you want to tell us?
Never dated a Sheila.
Sheila? No, nobody said you were dating her.
Put the shovel down, Steve. Walk the fuck away.
My name is Sheila Lisa Marie. Shalisa Marie.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm looking up Gabe Rygard something.
That dude's, I think he died a season or two back. Y'all may have covered that and I missed it, but it was a car wreck if I'm not mistaken.
Right on, Big Dog. That was a good episode where they did the voodoo ceremony on the pirate boat he bought to get rid of the bad mojo.
Get rid of the mojo.
Ha ha! Pow!
Are you talking about Shelby, that crazy fucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker's a trip.
Wow.
And I know I stepped away because the wife was actually getting ready to leave, so we're saying see you later and love yous and all that. Yeah. But I got a question now.
I'm gonna be doing that in a minute. So.
Hello, Steve.
He says hello, Steve. This Lulu love you and Shell were back and forth about sisters. Is it like legit a sister or just like really close friends? Like, I'm fucking curious at times. To which one?
Sorry, I had to get myself off mute. I was trying to watch that Gabe Rygard thing.
I'm sorry.
No, her and I, we hang out a lot. Not
okay.
On Hangouts.
YouTube.
I got you. She's
my YouTube sister.
Well, in that case, Miss Lulu love you. It's a damn pleasure to cross paths with you.
Ciao.
I don't hang out with her as much as I don't know. I'm not a very social person, but
No,
the bit that I do hang out with people, that's a lot for me.
you couldn't fool me by saying that.
I don't hang out much.
You seem pretty social to me.
I really enjoy hanging out with a few of you people. Oh my gosh, you have no idea what a relief it is. It's just
That's my line.
yeah. Family, doctors, friends around here. They're such a relief to hang out with people like you, especially you.
Stump's turn was before. Now it's mine. I gotta go say goodbye to the wife. I'll be right back.
All right, man. Yep. Jay Watterson says, hang out a lot or hook up a lot, LOL. Marla White, how you doing?
Oh, yeah. Popping in. Hey, Marla.
Very cool.
Another tube sister.
Right. Pretty handy with the carving knife.
She can carve some handy dandy stuff. And boy, does she make some nice drops and freaking sharpening kits. That girl is on it.
Cool.
Where is my strop? She even burned her initials in it.
Oh, fucking cool.
Yeah, speaking of strops, you tripped over that box lately there, Stump?
Yeah, I have. God, I suck at getting shit in the mailbox.
That's all right.
No, seriously, it's not all right. It's been, what, almost a fucking year now? Or is it actually over a year?
Yeah, you'll probably look in there and forget you put shit in there now.
Oh, shit.
Why'd I put that in there? No,
Yeah.
I am just as bad. I got 2 packages right now. I actually made it to the post office and bought the envelopes and stuff and packed them all up. Still haven't sent them out.
Like I said, by the time I get to sending your and Mike's shit out that's already boxed up and ready to go, hell, there's perishable shit in his. It may be rotten. So shit leaking out of it by the time it gets there. It'll be all kind of a fucked up, accident for his end.
Big old can of bloated up potted meat.
No, it's the Mike and Ike's like he likes.
Right.
I found them like in a shitload of different flavors, so I bought a bunch of damn bags of them, threw it in his box. And Miss Shalisa, please let us shut up and you talk about what you have in your hand there.
A little dirty, sorry, but that's the way it goes. It gets used. Now, Marla White, I've been meaning to ask you. You've put together a whole bunch of these. Did you make this from scratch? She has sent these out to so many YouTubers. The first few, I think she only sent out like less than a dozen, and everybody wanted one, and she sent out another batch. And she's got Marla White on there, and she even put Fatwood Anonymous. Very nice drop.
Very nice. I like the way she's got that set up.
Yeah, how it's rounded around.
Yeah, because coming around that rounded side, if you're working with a recurve, that just makes that so much easier.
Yeah.
Marla, who all is here on the panel? We have Stump Greenwood, Stalker Steve, and Mike DeLucia. Oh, she says, yes, I did. She made it all herself.
Cool.
Very nice work.
Now, does she got the back side of leather out or the smooth side?
Smooth. No. It looks smooth when I got it.
Yeah.
You'll have to ask her that.
Yes, it does, Jay Watterson. It looks naughty.
Gonna sting when I whack it. That didn't sound right. Okay.
No, it didn't.
Wash your hands after cleaning the jalapeno peppers.
Smooth side, she said. Yep, I was right. That's the smooth side.
Gotcha.
Well, she was real quick to just totally deflect your comment there. Something to do with jalapeno peppers and stuff.
Right.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
The queen of dodged the comment.
Yeah, but that strop is badass. I mean, that's very well done.
Oh, yeah. She even made some, well, I got them all beat up, but I'll show a couple of them. She gave me some extra sandpaper, of course, but she's got 2,000, 1,800, 400.
Nice. The whole system.
Yep.
Very
Pretty
nice.
beat up, but and almost abused, but
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm telling you, that girl, she likes to carve. She makes those wooden chain stuff.
Oh, serious? I have got to go find her doing that because that shit fascinates the fuck.
Everybody in the chat, everyone on the panel, tell Marla White to get off her butt and start making some videos.
Right?
Oh, wait a minute. You hand carve the wooden chains and you've not done that on a video? Please put that on a video.
I've brought her out on Fatwood Anonymous to make her show some of that stuff off. This is what you're looking for, Marla White, right here. It's called a Joby. Goes right on a nice little tripod. There you go. Put your phone on there, twist it up, lock it.
Cool.
Once you get it figured out, it'll be a breeze. A jeweler's rogue? No.
Steve, there's a question there for you, and your response would best be yes.
Yeah, Marla, let me try to send you a link. What I'll do is I'll PM it to your channel.
And the reason I'm excited about this, quite possibly her getting in here, carving and stuff, and like Shell was saying, doing the chains and all. I love stuff like that. But here's the thing: people that are able to do stuff like that, they really excel in understanding the whole process of getting something sharp, and I love that.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, about page. Send message.
You got me doing that whole do.
I caught it from Miss Lisa. Thank you.
Wait a second. Oh, you're talking about the doot or something like that? Or are you talking about the Scooby-Doo shit? Because I'm trying so hard not to catch on to that Scooby-Dooby-Doo crap.
It's the Scooby-Doo one, yeah.
I was talking my way through the procedure of doing something on YouTube. Now I'm clicking creator, editor, creative studio, live stream.
Show that thing again, please, Marla says.
For real.
Talking about the strop?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and I never noticed that I squinted my eyes when I giggled till you said something about that, Steve.
And wrinkle your nose. It's so cute. Just like, what?
Lord help.
Live? Who hit that live button?
Scooby on a doobie. Where are you? Show that in, please. Well, you got to say what the thing is. Oh, the phone thing. It's an attachment for your tripod. This thing right here. It's about 25, 30 bucks. Let's get it off there's my tripod, my mini one. It's an attachment for your tripod that holds your cell phone, Marla. That's what you've been trying to find, and I found something. It's called a Joby. There's other things you can find too, but they are making stuff for your tripod. You've been asking about that for a while. We want you to make some videos, girlfriend. That's why everyone keeps subscribing to you. We want to see your first video.
Right. Where'd you find that at, Shalisa?
Best Buy.
There you go. The store with just about everything.
Yep. There you go. Big phone, little phone, maybe. Sideways, upright.
Will that hold a flip phone?
I'm sure you can fit one in there. Let me see if they grab mine. Hey, I put my flip phone away, darn it.
Lord hell.
Seriously, I'm junking this next month. I've had it. I'm doing something wrong. I'm tired of this smartphone crap.
Lulu Love You says Amazon sells them too.
Oh, I bet.
I notice on Amazon, if you don't know the name of the thing you're looking for, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're spoiled with YouTube. YouTube helps us find anything with just the smallest amount of words.
Right.
Also, Marla, I need to do this too. I need to purchase a special light for your videos.
All it is an incandescent bulb. Save yourself the money and just buy some drop lights or those little shiny cone.
My sister's husband is a professional photographer. He's hooked me up with some links to Amazon for some pretty damn good shit that's only $20.
Hell, they're $10 in hardware store. Just saying.
Oh man.
I just walked outside and used the sun.
Yeah, there you go. Talk about bringing out the natural color.
Right.
Yeah, I found that out. The photographer lights, usually some of them got a filter on them, but all it is a regular old incandescent bulb because it brings out the reds and the oranges, whereas a fluorescent bulb will just white you out.
I let one of my fellow YouTubers suggest a light to me. He's got a pretty big channel, so I was like, sure, I'll get that. I got a freaking halogen lamp, and all I got is these big monster freaking shadows, and I'm going blind.
It's supposed to shine them in your face, girl. They do work, though. That's the last couple videos I made in my shop. I used the halogen lights, and they work good.
Yeah, but aren't you supposed to shine them like at a white wall or something like that and have it reflect back to you?
I move it all around, right. And I even do the freaking umbrella. I can't get nothing like that. I've got something I'm gonna order.
Welcome back, Mikey.
Thank you. No, I did not pass out, Jay Watterson.
Steve, Marla's wondering if you've sent her a PM yet.
Yes, I did. Might have to refresh your page.
Yeah, Marla. Sometimes it takes 60 seconds, 3 minutes. You just have to go back and leave and go back. Oh, yeah, they're really hot. I used to drive forklift, and some fools would freaking bump the light that's on a swinging bar and bump it up against the padded things for the side of the semi to keep the wind out, and you could smell the burning rubber.
Yeah, I remember the first time I touched a halogen light.
Ooh.
It was also the last time.
Yeah, right after I bought that, I had my kidney transplant. The doctor said to stay away from any lights like that, any artificial light that causes a heat.
So you didn't get burned?
I'm high risk for skin cancer now.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So I can't use that anymore, technically. Oh, God. Yeah, you opened your mouth too much, Steve. Swamp duck, you said.
Yeah, actually, the one I was using out in my garage, it kind of heated up the corner where I was working, so it was kind of nice. But eventually, the bulb burned out.
Let's see. All right, let's see here. Yahoo, Marla.
Huh?
Marla, I'm going to try to send it to you in case you don't get Steve's. A lot of people want to see her carvings. We'll bring you up for a few minutes.
Oh, yes.
See her what?
Marla White in the chat.
Yep.
She made me some nice drops and carving kits and stuff, and she's quite the carver. And some of us want to see her chains and stuff that she carves.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Jay Watterson, there are some good LED lights out there, but they're not really good for videotaping because they make you look like a ghost. The regular incandescent bulbs will bring out your natural color.
I'm not even. No.
Yeah. Some of us weren't blessed to have nice skin tones, kind of pale and opaque.
Pasty. I sell those LEDs at work. Power supplies and all that to go with it. Oh man. Green ones, red ones. That shit's expensive.
Yeah. But they last a long, forever.
And I'll give you a little tidbit. So I'm in the sign business, right? They what do you call it? Oh Jesus, I'm getting old.
Hello.
Marla, how you doing?
Doing all right.
The bar
Awesome.
lights. We call it bar lights, Stevie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marla White. You
Hi,
definitely
Marla.
some better lighting.
Who's all here?
We got Stump. Oh, introduce yourselves, guys.
Well, you know me, Stalker Steve.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Mike.
All right.
Well, since you know them now, that leaves me, and I'm the one everybody calls Stump, and it's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
All right. So there's Dr. Steve, there's Stump, and Mike.
You got it.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. And of course, the good old Queen.
Hi, Marla.
Oh,
Hey, Shalisha, I'm sorry I've been missing a few of your live streams. I've been having brain farts and all lately.
Don't worry about that. We'll talk about that some other time. It's all right. Don't you worry about it. It's okay. I get behind too and busy.
Well, I hadn't been home the last 3 or 4 days, so I'm behind on everybody's videos.
Right. Well, you got some of your awesome carving to show, Stump?
Yeah, hang on. Let me get them.
So what was you doing there, Mike?
So neon is what I was trying to think of, by the way. Okay.
Right.
So the old neon signs, it's a lost art. They're gone. I mean, they're still there, but
Yeah, that's cool.
LEDs are taking over, and LEDs look like ass in a barroom window or restaurant window. It looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah, compared to regular old neon.
yeah. But on the business aspect of it, it's cheaper to run LEDs than it is neon and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But if you have a good business, you can run the neon. Ding.
Let's see. I don't know how to mute. There we go.
Dinner's ready. Stump, I almost got a loop. Ah, shit.
You almost got a what?
Never mind.
She back?
Yep.
How do I unmute?
Back, but she's
She has to unmute herself.
Yeah,
right.
you can't unmute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I didn't know that. Marla, I'm sorry. Do you know how to unmute yourself?
Yep.
Oh, no. Did I ruin it for her?
There
All
it
right.
goes.
Hey,
There you go.
okay. I wasn't sure. I still saw the line, so I wasn't sure that was showing up.
Steve, click on
Is
it.
that lighting too bright?
No, it's just right.
All right. This is what I'm in the middle of. I haven't been able to work on. This right here is going to be slider bars. They're going to slide.
Oh, wow.
This is the typical double ball in a cage.
All right.
And that's just a link and a hook. That's my new signature thing, to put a hook so it's
Yeah.
easier to hang instead of just using a link.
All right.
to hang them.
Slow people.
Another one I'm on. New, raw, and finished. Uh-huh. Single ball in a cage. And this is something new I'm trying for the very first time. This is an 1.75 inch square.
Uh-huh.
And these are going to be double chain links hooked by a link. If you're missing something, I mean, I'm not used to doing this on the video, so if I'm not showing it the right angle, let me know.
You're doing
I know.
pretty good.
We can see just fine, bud.
And so there's going to be 2 middle chains with a little ball in each cage. So that'll be my first time to like do a split thing.
That'll be cool.
This will be the second time I attempted it. The first time I messed up. So these 2 are the 2 I'm right in the middle of. And I haven't been able to work on. This is one of my latest ones. Just 4 balls in a cage. But it's chip carved.
Oh, nice.
And then this is the one I won awards with last year. This is a ball in a cage. Little doohickey.
That's really cool stuff. What do you do to shine it up? Do you use any special?
Spray lacquer.
Lacquer.
Spiral cage.
J. Watt.
Rotating cage.
Damn.
Yeah, that takes some thinking.
No shit.
This is one of my first double.
There we go.
This is a twisted cage.
Show the chain at the hook at the top. It's all solid. Hold it up higher. And turn it just a little bit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. That's way cool. That ain't pretty cool.
And there's
way cool.
a little ball in there. This is one of the ones I just finished recently.
Very cool, Marla. Thanks for showing us that. That's so cool.
And with
Yes, it is.
With a spoon.
It's got a spoon at the end.
Wow.
Damn.
That's basically the newest stuff I've got going on.
That's awesome. That takes a lot of thinking ahead of time. Otherwise, you carve yourself into a spot you can't get it.
Well, I know some of them do it on the fly, but I have to draw everything out. I can't think on the fly like some of them. You got a YouTube Adolf Vandertie. He's got some interesting things.
Yeah, we'd really like you to do some videos. Show us how you do some of that, Marla.
I would like to get into that. I'm slowly working on it, but I haven't got me a video editor yet. Lack of funds, but that may change because I've been helping my brother do some stuff.
Cool.
So, but on
very cool.
We would especially like to see how all your different tools and how you sharpen them, because you obviously do a lot of carving and a lot of sharpening. That's what I'm really interested in seeing.
Marla,
you want to see some of my tools?
Yeah, Marla. Somebody out in the chat is asking if do you carve that all by hand or do you use like a Dremel?
No Dremel.
All
I
by
have
hand.
to put in my little bitty apartment, so I don't Dremel dust going everywhere.
That's
I
very
don't have
cool.
a shop, so.
Yeah, that is definitely just, damn, that's badass.
Thanks for jumping on and showing us that.
Beautiful job.
I'm going to
Yes,
show you
definitely.
one of my tools.
Absolutely beautiful job.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna show you some of my tools.
See, it's legal for her to do that. It's not legal for me or Steve or Stump to do that.
What's that?
I'm going to tell you to hush up before you open your mouth. Oh, sick minds think alike.
Hello, Guns Girl. Okay.
Definitely. Hello, lady.
Yeah, we've been hoping for a few months that she'd do some videos and show us all her fancy stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that just fascinates the hell out of me.
Right? My
That's
dad had
something
a
she
couple
doesn't.
pieces he carved when he was in the army. Couple little links of chain and stuff, and the ball in the cage, just dinking around.
Here is a gouge that I use.
And that's why you make your straps with that extra bend. Like a lot of straps
Yeah,
are
Yeah.
new ones.
Yeah.
Ones with skinnier things for my tools.
Yeah, because you've got all those hooks.
Now these are homemade tools, and the reason these have tape on them is these aren't finished. I haven't had time to finish these.
Be sure to hold them up nice and high.
That
There's a shank.
Very nice.
it's got tape because I want to preserve the wood. I haven't put the finish on the wood yet,
Awesome.
so that's going to be a spike with double cut. So when I need to like poke and prod,
Right? I don't think I'd drive around with them in your car too much with
Right.
that tape on there like that.
none of my tools leave the house.
Cop might get a little excited.
Right.
Yeah. This is another stabbing type tool. This is going to be rounded and sharp on both sides.
Hold them up good and high.
For
That's
digging in
awesome.
there.
You're doing this.
That's
she's
cool.
making- and she's
And
making
they're
her
out
own.
of jigsaw blades. So I don't know how long
Really?
it'll last.
She's making her own tools out of jigsaw blades.
Cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah, once you sharpen them so many times, they get shorter and shorter, don't they?
Right.
This one here,
There you go.
round on the tip, and only that tip will be sharp. So when I start making balls and stuff,
Uh-huh.
hopefully I won't nick the bars as easy.
Gotcha.
And I just buy flex cut tools. And that compound is flex cut, Lisa.
Oh,
That's just a little bitty detail knife.
Holy shit.
yeah, that's a really nice detail knife.
I buy cheap ones. There's more expensive ones out there. This is like a little V tool. I didn't buy all these at once, trust me. I ain't made of money. This brand is the more expensive brand. This Swiss made.
Right?
Oh yeah. That's
Those-
what making your spoon.
No, I've got a bigger one, but I didn't grab it. This is a little one.
Yeah, those are expensive. Mora puts one of those
A
out.
regular Moore knife.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mora puts those out. Those are. Yeah.
This is not Moore though. This is not Moore.
No, the other one you showed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a Moore right there.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with a Mora.
This is a homemade one. A little hacksaw cupping saw blade.
Yep.
Right.
And it's what I use, like, once I get rid of all the waste.
You know,
That's
links,
that's unreal.
and links like that. And I need to cut between the grooves. So
Wow.
I tried using a knife and I kept breaking too many links.
All right, so I have a question for you.
All right.
Do you sell any of those?
Hang on. Yeah, I do. I've sold some.
I'm gonna have to give her my email address before she goes.
Yeah,
Marla,
right?
here's a question I've always wanted to ask you.
That's fascinating.
No, ain't it though, Mike?
I'm
Marla,
sorry.
do you carve in your living room with the carpet and all? And how do you keep your carpet clean?
I have linoleum. I have,
There you go.
an efficiency car garage, and I have linoleum.
Cool.
I thought maybe you had some special map because I'd like to carve once in a while in my living room, but I don't want to destroy my poor vacuum. It's already dying from all my hair.
Just get you a nice big piece of clean cardboard, Shalisa.
Or get one of those
Cloth.
mats that you put under your chair.
That's too expensive.
Your mat.
Go get yourself a 10 by 10 top.
Yeah.
$8 down on
Freight.
Crunchy.
$8 down on
Walmart, dude. Go to Harbor Freight. It's $3. It's cheap.
There you go.
Fuck
I'm
enough, you throw it in the
afraid.
trash. Don't worry.
Another one of my mowers. Oh, actually, nope. That's the same one.
Jay Watterson says linoleum knives work good for carving.
Oh, the hooked ones?
The hook
Yep.
ones. Yeah.
I have
Carpet
one of
Yeah,
knives.
you probably customizing them.
There you go. Home Depot special.
Turn it around.
Mike had a Mora. You suck. Yeah, fuck I was. He's
Down,
unbelievable.
down.
He's such a great guy. He sucks
Oh,
all
is
the
that a
time.
Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little cheapy,
It
like
looks
12 or 15.
it looks orange
It does look orange, doesn't it?
instead of red like Milwaukee.
Ah,
Right.
Prep and changed his icon.
Like 12 or 14 bucks.
Yep.
Milwaukee's are good
And
though.
this is
They
my
make good shit.
favorite one. My favorite little couch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I need to get a set of those when I'm doing my Fatwood trophies. Right now, all I have is a 3/8 round gouge, and it gets a little overwhelmed sometimes.
What do you mean fat wood trophies?
I'll take a piece of Fatwood and hold on a second.
Welcome, Big Dog Leather.
What's
Evening.
up, dude?
Junior, how the hell are you?
Hey, George, Fred, what? Paul, Bob. Oh yeah,
Call me
Mike.
anything you
Hey,
want.
how you doing?
Just
See,
listen,
I get
just-
your name right.
Call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
I know that's right.
If you want to, aggravate Mike about use of a name, you have to address him by his actual name of Michael.
Well, Michael P. It's got to be Peter, because yeah, I would assume Peter or Paul. Which one is it?
I've never got quite that acquainted with him in a conversation, so I'll leave you to find out.
Just remember, Stalker Steve, you're kind of newer.
Marla, this is what I do to my Fatwood. I carve all the
my.
dead wood off it.
Oh, that is cool.
So that's what I call my Fatwood trophies.
I got one right here, Marla.
I was gonna say, didn't you get one, Shalisa?
Yep.
Scepter, what I call the scepter,
Yeah,
the queen scepter.
right?
I'm working on my own trophy, but I need one of them curved blades like you got.
I'm not even gonna.
Well, Well,
Stop
between
it.
that and Stump over there yawning like a little girl, he's gonna have to go
I'm not
Is it
early.
yawning or sucking in air?
Goat licking bitch. There's something crunchy in my eyeball. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, it's sucking in air, one or the other.
See right here, Marla. I need a nice smooth cut in this groove, but I don't have the right knife.
Was that the one Stalker made?
That's awesome piece.
But this is the one I'm working on. I'm trying to get it all cleaned and shined up, and so you can just see the fat wood. And then I'm gonna hang it up on the wall.
That'll be cool.
Looks like a friggin'
I
antler.
want to make some stuff out of fat wood.
She's hogging it.
It's always hard for me to get out because I don't drive, though.
Hell, get on the bus. Tell them drop you off at the nearest woods.
Screw that. If I see a Taco Bell or something with some pine trees, drop me off the Taco Bell.
Look at that. You get a snack all at the same time.
Right.
Yep.
But as far as those leather strops, they are poplar wood and tandy leather.
Poplar wood and what?
Tandy.
Tandy leather.
The expensive shit. That's awesome.
Big dog, get her away from Tandy leather.
Yeah, go to Springfield. Look up
Springfield,
Springfield leather. Way better.
You'll save some money, Marla.
I used them because they were having a bunch of sales.
Oh,
Buy it if it's full price.
I almost went there today and bought some more leather.
Tell me a better place.
Springfield.
Is it mail order?
Yeah, Springfield leather. Just look it up. Springfield leather. Way better quality, way better prices, way better shipping, everything.
Do they have like an online catalog or something?
Yep, you can go on their website and then you can actually physically order their catalog too. They'll send you a real nice catalog for free.
I think I have it right here. Hang on a second.
Ah, that's cool.
Hey, Marla, when you're sharpening your carving tools, do you use a compound of any sort on that leather?
I use the Flex Cut Gold and I use the green. But like Lisa said, I keep the strop. The strop is for maintaining the edge. It's already there, but if you get nicks or it gets real dull, then I use the 400, 800, 2000 grit sandpaper.
Right.
But I do have, for my regular pocket knives, which I'm going to show you a few of them, Stalker. I have the Spider-Go Sharp Master that I'm trying to learn.
I had a Spider-Go.
I'm trying to learn.
They use this stuff right here.
Wait a minute.
I think Shalisa had some up too. It's called Jeweler's Rouge.
I use the green compound and the Flex Cut.
Marlo, you still getting the outside chat?
Marla,
No, I don't know how to do that.
What compound?
Because you're full screen when I go into Hangouts.
Okay.
I didn't know you can get the chat at the same time.
Because I just sent you a link. I just sent you a link to that Springfield leather.
I'll take the link, Marla, and I will email it to you. Now, what kind of compound are you talking about?
That compound you have is Flex Cut Gold that I sent you a chunk of. But then there's green compound that I got from Tandy Leather that's a lot finer than the Flex Cut Gold.
Another Michigander just came in.
The M.I. Woodsman. How you doing, brother?
Himself.
Good Lord, what the hell is going on here?
So when you are on Google Hangouts, and it's a big screen, and you got all the little screens showing which one is which. How do I go back to look at the chat at the same time?
Marla, you and I are going to have to hang out in private on that one.
Exactly.
It's easy. Go down to your your icons down the bottom of your computer screen.
I've got those.
If you just hover your cursor over whatever you're using, Chrome, Explorer, whatever you're using, if you just hover your cursor over it, all your windows should come out at the bottom of your screen that you have open right now.
I don't have but y'all open right now on Google.
Okay. All right. Then go up and open up another screen. Open up another window.
And go to my main. I may lose y'all.
No, you won't. Just open up another window.
All right.
Okay. Now go to YouTube and go to Stalker Steve's channel.
Yeah, and you better be subbed.
I am Stalker. Well, I should be, put it that way. I am Stalker. Well, I should be, put it that way. I am Stalker.
Oh, she found it because the echo's there.
Okay, you have to put your cursor on this new screen.
All right.
And mute that. Down at the bottom, a little speaker will show up. You have to click on it to mute it.
How do I keep the echoes and crap from going?
We're gonna. That's what Steve told, and that's what's gonna happen.
Click on it.
There you go. Good job.
You have to hover your cursor on the new screen that you just opened up, the chat.
She did it.
And go down and click on that speaker, and it will stop the echo.
She did it. Oh no, somebody. Okay, somebody muted her. Okay.
Unmute yourself after you do that, Marla.
John the M.I. Woodsman, it's great to see you, my brother. Right as always. And I just got notification of your bushcraft buggy build, so I'll be watching that after the chat. I don't want Stevie to get pissy if I watch it during the chat, you know what I mean?
I don't care. Go watch.
I'm just teasing.
I would never get pissy about the M.I. Woodsman.
No. Are you kidding?
Oh, man, I disappeared for a second and 3 people are gone.
Nicest guy on YouTube right there.
I bookmarked that website. Thank you.
There you go. And so you should be able to get, I mean, you can obviously compare, like you said, Tandy had a sale. So, you're going to find your deals, but all in all, you'll find that that's cheaper than Tandy.
Thank you. If I can save a buck, I will. Is that what I've been charging for the ones I've been selling is just to cover my butt for the shipping and the material. I'm not really making a profit, and I'm not trying to. I did it. I created them out of this necessary need.
Right.
And I thought, well, let me pass it on to the YouTube people. And so I've been trying to help them out, swap things, trade.
Right.
Well, that's Mike. Have you ever drank Surge? What's Surge?
And there's 2 that are muted. Why is there 2 muted?
Because one isn't here. He is taking the dog out so the dog can relieve himself. And
I was taking the dog out to piss, but I am back, you no attention paying Yankee.
And I'm muted because you don't want to hear tap, 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 because I have a wet piece of leather sitting right in front of me.
You lucky.
Tap, tap, tap,
a wet noodle.
What are you making?
What are you making, Mikey?
Mikey, what do you make?
I'm not making anything, honey. I'm just doodling.
I mean the other one. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm
Junior.
sorry. I thought you was making something. I
No,
forgot.
Junior
Big whatever you are.
Yeah.
Oh, now that is cool.
Da, 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 da,
What I miss.
So what do you make? Just different things, or you just doodle?
Belts, knife sheaths, gun holsters, wallets, bracelets, guitar straps, rifle slings, whatever. Anything out of dead cow.
Hey, that is cool.
That's what I'm working on right now. So that's why that one's still wet, and I'm trying to.
Oh man!
Looks like Kermit.
No,
It's a Jar
this
Jar
is
Binks from Star Trek.
Jar Jar Binks.
Right.
Marla's on it.
See, she knew.
I'm
But
a
I
Star
cased it.
Wars fan, you know.
But I cased the leather, and it gets gnarly and hard if you don't. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there because Stump's getting excited over there already. He heard gnarly and hard, and he's getting all sticky.
He's getting all exactly. He's getting all. He's getting all of it. Surge is a Mountain Dew knockoff made by Coca-Cola.
Oh,
No, I'll have to try it.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Or was that Volt? Yeah.
So do you have a website?
I'll have to try it. What?
The one that has makes leather. Does he have a website or something?
Yes, he
No.
does.
Well, I don't have a website, but if you go to Facebook and you type in Big Dog Leather, you can find me.
2Gs,
And
4G.
you got a YouTube thing going on too?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I'll have to check you out.
Yes, please.
Yep.
I'll be unboxing a gift from him tomorrow night at FWA, Marla.
I'll try to be there tomorrow night. I can't guarantee you because I'll be heading back to my brother's. And so I may be in transit at that time.
Big Dog Leather. Nice little card you have there, Big Dog Leather. Really like that.
Lauren,
I was kind of go like a old school, make it look wood, make it look. It's too many people do new stuff now, and they make it all bright colors and all this other nonsense. Like no, I'm an old soul.
You hit that too close. I feel like you hit it too close.
I'll try to hold it still for you.
Great. I'm just gonna start getting sick now.
You're being funny now, Lisa.
Give everybody motion sickness.
What that?
Hey, HRM, how you doing, man?
HRM, good to see you, my friend.
Thanks for coming in, Marla, and showing us that stuff. That was just awesome.
You're welcome.
I love those.
I'm going to start with, I'm going to save the money, or the money that brother fixing to give me, besides paying some bills. I think I'm going to go with Phil Moore, because I liked some of the stuff you were doing.
Oh, yep.
With
and
Phil
I
Moore.
can sit down with you private in Hangouts and show you how to work that, because now I know how to show you stuff from my computer. I got a lot of health stuff coming up, but you and I can hang out privately.
$60 is enough time. I think you can buy it outright for $60. So
yeah, some people say it's better to just get Filmora permanently. I only got it for a year because I'm stepping it up on my editing.
Yeah, I heard you got the hookup.
We'll hang out in private chat. We don't want to bore all the fellas.
No, I'm fixing to get off here, but I'm just saying I know that somebody gifted you something.
Oh, yeah. Right. I got the Vegas Pro now. Waiting for Peeping Egg to show me how to work it.
Sweet. Well, I will talk to you guys later.
Thanks for coming in, Marla. You do beautiful work, and you may be getting some PMs about buying some of that stuff.
Definitely.
Yes, please.
Yes,
yeah, definitely. Very cool.
Thank you very much for coming on and sharing that.
There are a few things like that one I showed you right here. That was my first little bitty one, and I won an award on that one. So this one will not be sold to anybody. I can try to duplicate it if
Yeah.
they want it, but the first one, it's kind of my pride and joy, and I kind of it's attached.
Right on.
Sentimental.
She's my
Smart
sweet
girl.
Three of them are sentimental that won't get out of my collection. All right, I'm out.
Have a wonderful night.
Good night.
No, I'm not gone. I'm just going back to normal mode.
Okay.
You in the chat.
But for real, thank you.
All right, y'all guys are welcome. Glad to meet you guys.
Thanks
Yeah,
again.
thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Now if I can find the mouse.
Awesome.
I'm going for smoke.
Oh, see how you are?
Who's sucking? Oh, Stump. Oh, man. All right, sorry. That's my ears. Stop. I'll probably mute you. Jesus.
Gurgle to it.
Well, you know, are you sure you know who I'm talking to? Is it Berg Dog or Big Log or what the hell's my name today?
Don't make me. Hey, listen. Don't make me mute your ass.
Yeah, but I can unmute me, so go ahead. I don't care. I'll just click the unmute.
Mikey's really good at the annoying. Hang on. Hey, call you by name and ask you a question. Time you start saying it, click, you're muted. Time you unmute, you're muted. He's a dick with it.
Yeah. Well, we got to have the conversation though, Stump.
Well, unless it's like a private thing.
The Italian conversation. You had to tell me. You had to tell me. I had to tell Mikey I was Italian. So.
Yeah, Mikey needed to know that. You know, that just puts you in a whole new league of being Mikey's buddy.
I can tell he's a guinea. I can say that I'm Italian.
But get this, Mikey. Due to other parts of his culture, he's a guinea with the ability to wear a kilt should he choose to. Now go figure that one out. A dress wearing guinea that ain't got a slit.
So he's a cross-dressing guinea.
Yeah.
Only for Stump. Only for Stump. And those pictures are private. Come on now.
I want to share at least one with the class. Damn.
Just don't be wearing that kilt out in the woods. You come back with burrs all stuck to the fuzzy ass legs. I bet you got.
Well, they get in the other fuzzy. Yeah. Don't use them to wipe. It's not. Yeah.
He wears it out in his woods. Them banjo sounds will be playing louder and louder.
Oh God bless us.
Freaking ticks would just have a heyday, wouldn't they? It's free roaming.
Oh my. Oh my.
I can hear them now. You got a pretty scared on, boy.
All right, while y'all go down that road, I'm going to turn and go up this other road and talk with John for a minute. Because he's got the Camp 10 versus the 14. I've got the 10 has a recurve blade.
Yes,
it's very kukri. Yeah, it's very, very much like a kukri. And the weight of these things, I'm imagining it's very, very kukri-like. And I've been thinking about getting one.
Oh, great.
I don't want a kukri.
Take the finger right off at the wrist.
That's what I'm hoping. Well, they can really come.
It's like I said, I had stopped the swing. That was just the weight of it carried through just a little. And it got me. The bleeding has finally stopped after 14 days.
That's crazy.
Serious.
That's what happens when you get razor cuts.
Yeah. Well, the damn doctor told me point blank. He, even in surgery, he'd never seen an incision that was that clean. I was like, really? You telling me a scalpel can't do that good? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Sharp Stump is your new name. You can say that. It's a tongue twister.
That's what I was thinking.
Bleeding and it wasn't black. You're lucky there was blood flow going to it.
Good night,
Yeah,
Mala.
no shit. Which I recently found out. Um, I've told y'all in the past, try to donate blood and you can't because the blood will coagulate in the tube. Well, I found out part of the reason this bled for 2 weeks. One of the medicines I'm on for my knees, getting ready to do the knee surgery.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually got it's a very mild blood thinner is part of the concoction that makes up that pill. So,
got you.
yeah.
Yep. Aspirin will do that too.
Yeah, which struck me as weird. They got me taking this shit so they can cut my goddamn leg open and replace the damn knee, but they're giving me shit that's gonna make me bleed more. That just don't fucking seem right. I'm starting to wonder if they're trying to kill my ass.
The wife didn't have a private chat with a doctor, did she?
Fuck if I know, but I'm definitely more nervous now. I mean, I'll bleed now, which is scary.
Did your life insurance policy suddenly get paid up?
Hey, that thing's been paid up for a long time.
Did it grow exponentially? Is it all of a sudden $2 million now?
Yeah, right.
He's not the one to ask.
We've carried $1 million policy on each other since we met or got married 20 years ago. So,
Yeah, remember how I was telling you last night about doing curves and carving curves? Yeah, this is a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Man, I can't remember what it was I was laughing about earlier, but oh, damn.
What'd you do? Strip a gear?
Oh,
So what I was saying about the compound, about what you use for sharpening, like what I use is this. It looks like chalk almost. It's called Jeweler's Rouge.
Right.
That stuff. And I've had that chunk for 2 years. A little bit goes an extremely long way. And then I don't even have a strap on a piece of leather or on a piece of wood. I just have it's an old belt blank, just a chunk of a belt blank. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sharpening little tiny blades compared to what y'all are doing. I mean, there's my blade. It's not that big.
I'm not going there. But the thing is, when you're sharpening on that, or honing, because at that point you're not sharpening because you're not really removing massive amounts of metal anymore. You're not holding it in hand. You've got it laying there on the desk or on a table or something, using that object as a backer. Being on
Correct.
a piece of wood just makes it hand portable and usable without having to lay it on something.
Yeah, well, my desk is it's a wood desk, but I have a great big piece of stone that's 3 foot by 3 foot that sits on my desk.
Yeah.
Because you have to, because tooling leather on wood does not work. Not even a little bit.
No, the wood mounts us.
We tried this when I was young and stupid and didn't know anything. Didn't work out well.
And now the only thing that's changed is his age. Wow.
Yeah.
You're doing on compressed plastic, though, right?
No, stone.
No.
It used to be a big ass piece of stone.
Well, it's because it's hot. It's hot as stone. That's why I'm asking.
Well, it's dense. No, you want the density, Mikey, because the thing is when you hit with a hammer on wood or anything, it's not going to absorb all that force and you're going to get bounce back. So like if you're tooling, you're going to get chatter marks and it's going to look like shit. You want something that's just going to absorb the hit. Like if you got a tooling maul like that, and that you're really not hitting hard, but you're hitting so many times so fast that you want it to be able to absorb it, or you got just a big freaking, like a regular mallet, like when you're punching holes, but you still don't go to the best thing. And what I tell everybody is find the place around you that does custom marble, granite.
I went to Home Depot today. They didn't have it.
Well, no, they're not going to. And if they do, they're gonna rape you to pay for it. Find out who's local that does countertops, like granite countertops and stuff, and ask them if you can buy a sink cutout And usually they'll give them to you, or if they don't give them to you, they'll tell you, oh, well, yeah, $20, $25, and you'll get a good piece of granite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I traded my big one, my black one. I traded a guy that was actually in construction and demo, and he called me and said he wanted one of my great big thick, double thick concealed carry belts. And I told him, I said, okay, well, you find me a piece of granite that's 3 foot by 3 foot, that's 1.5 inches thick, and you can have a belt. And about 3 days later, he was knocking on my door with this great big ass chunk of leather. Here you go.
Open the door.
Yeah, I know, because it's freaking like 112 pounds. It's heavy.
Yeah, don't bounce around the desk, that's for sure.
No, not
Piece
at all.
of stone like that, you check, make sure you don't have to reinforce the desk before you put it up there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right.
Well, when I moved down to the basement, that's my plan, because my wife's getting tired of me taking over the dining room. So I'm gonna move down in the basement, and I want to actually build a new workbench and recess it where the stone will lay flat across the work area.
Right.
There you go. Almost like that'd be a big ass fucking inlay right there. Damn.
Well, I've got 3 pieces of stone, and I want all 3 of them on the desk. So yeah.
Yeah, but you know, border them out with some real nice walnut. Damn, that'd be pretty.
And make sure you videotape that when you pinch the shit out of your fingers, dropping them in that hole.
Not if you get smart and uses hey, not if you get smart and uses 2 plunges.
Shit. I don't think a plunger would be strong enough. You can get the glass suction cup, so.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
But what the video I would actually want to see out of that would be him and those 3 stones going down the stairs into the basement. That's
They wouldn't go all at once.
With the wheelbarrow and no brakes.
Yeah. Well, even if he's doing them one at a time, like he's here just alluding to right there, that means I've got 3 chances to watch him and a big rock go tumbling down the fucking stairs.
Yeah.
I've got these 10 whoops 9 commandments.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Epic movie.
Yeah, there you go. So there it is.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
So I got to background it all and put the eyes on it and put the detail work in it. But yeah, this was just, I got here, I was sitting here bored, and I was like, that we'll make Darth.
I know somebody who would really want to have that.
Yeah, the one that goes, oh my, all the time.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I might just throw it in the mail for him. I don't care.
Uncle Dark would go bonkers.
Yeah,
Yep.
he would. He would. Like I said, though, this one, if you look real close, it's got, see how the leather, like up here, it's got scratch marks and stuff in it. So it's just scrap. Like they're just range marks, but you see like there and there. So I can't sell that. I can't make somebody that I'm gonna charge, a belt or a knife sheath out of, and something that's got a scratch across it like that. That ain't right. So that's what I do with that kind of stuff, is I just make patterns and then go, oh, well, I wonder what that looks. Let's see if I can do that.
Okay, well, with that in mind,
how you doing?
In one of our phone conversations, we're going to discuss a holster,
Mm-hmm.
and the simple fact that it's gonna get scratched and beat the shit out of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really give a damn about said range marks in it to start with. So,
right,
you got a large enough piece of scrap to make a holster. Don't get too carried away just yet.
I've been kind of
you know what happened? Sorry,
a big oversized shoulder holster for my 44 mag for deer hunting.
Well, ask Stump what happens when he tells me he's thinking about something. About 2.5, 3 hours later.
Yeah, it's done.
Ring, ring.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, my daughter saw that keychain and got to liking it. What do you think? Can you make her another? Or how much would you? That's what he said. How much would you charge? I'm like, hey, what?
Yeah,
get out of here,
Mikey. Hey, Mike, look in the outside chat. Mike, check it out. Look over there, Mike.
Here, Mike.
What?
Come on. Let your voice drop 5 octaves. Hello.
Right? Act like your nuts just dropped. Come on, say something.
Happy birthday, Amanda.
Amanda.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
That shit sounded creepy as fuck.
Hey, Amanda, I just heard another song about you today.
That's even worse. You sound like Uncle Pervy, dude. Come on. It's like, do you want to come into my van for some candy, Amanda?
My line.
I was going to say the van. That's Steve.
Living in a van down by the river.
In a van down by the river.
No, it's not what I was. That's not what I was.
Mike, see how normal folks do this, okay?
Hang on a second. What's what normal folks do? What?
As far as saying hello to Amanda instead of the whole hello, all that weird fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's real simple. Hey, Amanda, cool to see you, hon. Real simple. Just
That's fucking plain Jane. She don't like plain Jane.
Well, she may not like the fucking nightmare she gets from your goddamn Yankee ass in the middle of a dream coming through a windshield going, hello, darling. You sounded like
might be too late. She's already labeled him her man.
Hey, that's fine and dandy. I mean, she'll like strays, and maybe Amanda does too. You know, same as my old lady. She likes strays.
Nice.
And that's meant with the utmost respect towards you, Shalisa, and the utmost disrespect towards Mike.
Well, that's just because he looked hungry, because Lord knows he forgets to eat all the time. Never in my life, obviously, because, look at this is definitely not body built by forgetting to eat. Have I gone, oh, yeah, that's what I got to do today. I got to go eat.
I actually do forget to eat. Usually about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, oh, crap, I missed breakfast again.
I was
Amanda,
like that for a long time. I was skin and bone.
Amanda, click that link.
Doing shots of honey. Damn throat.
Yeah, you're just opening up a whole box of worms with that.
I'm gonna not. Yep. Nope. Just not.
Just saying a little bit.
What did I do wrong now?
Don't get me
Not you, Mike. Not you.
Oh, good. Then what I miss?
You got to remember the crew that's around you.
Yeah, I know you people.
I can handle it.
You
people.
Keep it up.
Steve's trying.
I'm not going down that road either. God damn it, it's too easy.
Oh man, wow.
He has a little blue pill.
Goes running
for the shelter. His mother's little helper.
Famous words of Martin Mull: mayonnaise and rope.
Mayonnaise. Wait a minute. Now, if you're going mayonnaise, that would have been Stump's route. I think you've been hanging around him too long.
Oh, you guys should go look that up. I'm sure it's on YouTube. It was he used to have a variety show, Martin Mull, and he said he wrote this song that was filthy dirty, and he was just going to cut out the dirty parts and sing the parts that he could sing. And he was humming 90% of the song, and then he comes out with mayonnaise and rope. Awesome.
Where you from, mayonnaise? I'm from Oklahoma. Well, mayonnaise, you don't do things out of Oklahoma with steers and quiz, and I don't see you that you have any horns on your head.
Sorry, Shalisa, you're getting presented. You got your badass glasses on.
I'm trying to hide my face. Now you're presenting my ass.
You damn right.
You're presenting her ass.
What?
Her ass.
Wait a minute, me and Mike are on the same wavelength? Oh shit, I've been hanging around y'all too long.
Wow.
I'm just curious why you two are getting so excited. Is Steve not sent y'all those pictures too?
Well, no, wait a minute, Stump. Now, talking about pictures, we have to talk about pictures and Steve and pictures that Steve likes.
That's what you call casting your line in the water and seeing what bites.
I can't see any other pictures. I'm sorry.
Well, I heard Steve likes pictures of fat men rubbing their nipples with mayonnaise.
Oh, Lord. I don't even want to get that in my head.
That's
Hey, Steve.
Oh, dear
Steve.
God.
I think you're gonna get sick.
Well, don't barf on your hair.
I'm glad you liked it, Amanda.
That came from Stump, by the way, for everybody here.
Whoa,
That
wrong, motherfucker. You made that shit up.
Look at this. He's blaming me. Come on.
Fuck yeah.
We'll keep on turning.
We had a long,
We gotta
detailed
check.
conversation about this. This wasn't a 5-minute conversation, so I want to know how Stump knew all the intricate details of Steve's infatuation of large men with mayonnaise on nipples, and not Miracle Whip, by the way. So we know it wasn't me because I won't eat mayonnaise. That's gross.
Dude, change the subject for Lisa has a moment.
Before Shalisa throws up in her mouth.
Yeah, again.
Or me. One or the other. I'm just going to throw up on live air right here.
Another epic live chat. Oh,
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
What's wrong with you people?
A lot.
yeah.
I'm almost done with my fire making shit.
Cool.
No,
I
man,
can't wait to
you
get
gotta
some
wait.
raw cotton in the mail so I can make some fire starter.
Yeah.
You know what's good for you? You know what's
That's
good
gonna be an
for
epic video.
Stevie, you know what's good for what do you call it? Excellent for chocolate?
Blue jeans.
No, if you go to the if you're going to whatever store to get shit for your reloading, right?
Yeah.
Grab the pads that they use to clean the muzzle loaders.
Right.
They come in a bag like this big. And it's they're like little, they're not squares, they're not really circles either, but they're about this big around, I
Oh, you're
guess.
talking about the patches.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're excellent for fucking chocolate.
I tell you, another one that works really, really well, and it's actually a little more traditional because back then the actual cotton cloth was a fairly high dollar item.
Yeah,
So by the
pillowcase.
time- yeah. Well, no. Skip the whole cloth idea altogether. You know, typically when you're making char cloth or charred whatever, you've already got a fire going, right?
Yeah.
Well, take small pieces of wood that you would put in the fire anyway. Dig your little hole, bury a few small pieces of wood, say like 1 inch by 2 inch little squares, whatever, cubes. Bury it, rake your fire back over the top of it, and by the time you finish your fire, push that crap back off, dig it back up. You didn't have to use a tin or anything because dirt was your oxygen barrier.
Right.
And if you're going to use a little tin and do it on top of the fire, dude, cattails work great. Char cattails, see what you get. It's called rocket fuel.
No shit. Cool.
Cedar bark. I mean, any natural tinder, go ahead and char it and see what you end up with. But I like doing the wood because you don't get this little thing that goes and it's over with.
Right.
Yeah, you've got a small chunk of charred wood, completely charred all the way through. Dude, and you get that little spark to hit it and you get that ember going on it. That thing gives you massive amounts of time. I mean, just insanely massive amounts of time.
Yeah, that charred punk wood was pretty impressive when I seen a guy do it.
Yep.
I also like the what do you call it? Big dog. I want a keychain with a violin on it. Nothing too big. Will you pay him?
A violin. Oh, darling.
Fuck, I hate when I miss track. What am I going to say?
Damn, Shalisa, you're quick.
Right?
Girls on it.
Exactly.
I had a year and a half practice.
Oh, look at that. He's got a stamper. Hold on, let me present you.
Yep.
Cool. Now, wait a minute.
You didn't present him. I didn't say nothing. You said present him.
Did that have 6 knobs on it?
Yeah, I think that's a guitar. Damn it.
Yeah, you might have to break a couple of them knobs off.
Yeah, I got the whole music pack Well, I didn't. It was in that big box of stuff that I got. But yeah, here's all 4 of them.
Oh yeah, you got the music note. You got the yeah, that is a guitar.
Yep.
Now,
You're making me sick.
could you put a little piece of thin leather underneath that headstock so it wouldn't stamp? Use the stamp on the rest of it and then hand carve the 4.
Somebody who's a lot better than me might be able to. I probably couldn't.
Or music notes. She's giving you an out.
I got lots of music notes.
What's the Shalisa?
Yeah.
What is the pine tree that has? It's white pine, right? That has the little That's nature's gasoline. That has the little little sap bubbles on it on the bark.
Usually white pine.
That's white pine, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
And that's just nature's gasoline.
The white pine, sometimes if you're on a big white pine forest, it will rain clear sap droplets all over and your car would be destroyed.
I got them up in New Hampshire. And it does. It rains pitch all over the place. But that stuff, I know guys they'll just they'll go around a tree or 2 trees and just take a little, what they call, a bottle with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just hit their knife on it, boom, 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 and just fill the thing up, and it's just absolute gasoline.
Yeah, this stuff's fun. I like to put it in a tuna fish can or a little bit bigger than that, set it on like 3 hot charcoals and just bubble it up real good, get all the junk and grubs out of it, and then cover my little fire starters with it.
Yep.
And it hardens real nice. Crickets.
I was just
typing.
Yeah.
Reading and typing, reading. And
yeah, Amanda, hit me up. Just send me a message on Facebook if you look up Big Dog Leather on Facebook, and we can figure out. I'll need your address and such so we can.
Oh hell no! Hell to the no! Oh hell to the no! Hell to the no!
You know, Mike's thinking about starting to carve leather.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
Yep. Don't you worry about it. He's out. Big Log's out of business.
You want to compare work, Mike? We can. I'll put up anything on mine.
Hey, listen. I'll just have Mr. Tolley do it. I'm easy.
Mike, you're trying to run the guy out of business, and you call him Big Log.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Steve, you'll like this. So talking about business, here's
Ooh.
Oh fuck yeah!
I already got in trouble for it.
More so. There's my.
Nice. You gotta love a Ruger. I don't care who you are.
That's the SR. Right. What is it?
SR9.
SR9.
I got your SR9 and I raised you 40. Compact.
Very nice. Very nice. But
I've always liked the.
I don't have girl hands, so I can't use a compact.
It's killing me.
Here we go.
Thing is.
In a way we go.
What did you flip up there, Shalisa? Oh.
You keep showing all this cool stuff, and it's like, oh, it's killing me. I'm dying to open this.
Well, just open it. It ain't no big deal.
I was going to do it either on a video or on my chat tomorrow night.
No, go ahead. I don't send you guys, all you guys that I've sent stuff to, I don't send stuff because I want you to make videos, because I want you, I don't care.
Well, I guess the real reason I do the video is so the person can see me open it, not everyone.
Well, in that case, you're in trouble there, Mr. Big Dog Leather.
Why is that, Mr. Mike? Because yours is already taped, but I'm waiting to put it up because
I'm the same way you are. Didn't you not just hear me say I agree with you?
No, I don't pay attention to half the things that come out of your mouth. You know that.
I know.
John Solar, how you doing?
I love
man?
you, Mikey.
Johnny Sola. I love you too. Johnny Sola, 283. You the man.
Are any of
No,
you guys
boy.
familiar with the compression fire starters?
Come on, the fire
Ah,
pistons?
About the
Oh,
fire
yeah.
pistons?
I saw one before, but I never used one before, to be
I've
honest
seen
with you.
lots of people use those.
Yeah.
Yes,
The only
but I've never done it.
Crumble up the punk wood and drop in it. I've never used one, but man, they look fascinating, but I don't know if they're really practical and dependable.
Well, they
Yeah.
work, though. And you
They
see people
are-
using
They're
it.
just cool.
they are as good as the material you put into it.
Right.
The object itself is flawless once they're put together right. And the thing is, you can easily make one yourself.
Yeah.
No, the fire piston's been around a few hundred years. It's not a difficult thing to make. You don't have to have the rubber O-rings and crap. They make things even easier to do.
Well,
You got to remember, some dude with a rock running around in the bushes with his dick hanging out 300 years ago. So, I can take this rock and shove it in this stick and make a tool. It's not a hard thing to do. People make them all the time out of the old AA mag lights.
Oh, right.
Shit like that. And they're not hard, but I mean, yeah, they work. They're the exact same principle as a diesel engine. You're compressing air to generate heat to light a flammable material.
well, any type of engine, actually, right?
More so diesel. No, Stump's right for once.
Yeah. hmm
Don't look so sad.
How do they do in wet weather?
I know
Here
it's
again,
over.
the quality of what you
Well,
put in it
I did.
equals what you get. Let's get off of this and get back on Shalisa.
To be honest, what? I ain't saying a word. To be honest with you, okay. So I've seen a million videos on those, and they do work. However, I was watching. I think it was Naked and Afraid, and they brought one, and it broke after the first time they used it, and they were fucked.
Well, shame on them for bringing something they didn't test.
I'll let you guys see it first.
What do you got?
Shiny.
Shiny and new Shalisa.
Oh, that is badass.
Nice love.
I can't believe you spelled her name wrong.
I know.
She turns it in, by God.
She turned and looked.
I went and looked. Trust me. I went and looked.
Very awesome. Oh, look at the
Aren't those
flowers.
nice?
Right.
Flowers on the bottom.
There we go.
What is the stamp you use for the bottom part on that?
Mikey, there's about 5 stamps.
I almost
down there.
called
Which
you
one?
by your first name.
I don't care.
Well, I won't do that.
My first name is Juan Pablo.
I know. What is the stamp you use for right here?
There's
Cool.
Mike. That's like 4 stamps. Which one?
The
Pebbly.
The little side.
The half moon thing?
no, not the half moon. The small circle ones. There's still 4 of those too. But
Oh,
let me
those
see.
are
One,
actually
2.
those are flowers too.
Yes, but you see the one that's small is the smallest one a flower also?
The super tiny one
Yes.
is a
that
flower.
a flower also? Right there? Yeah. Okay.
There it
Right
is.
there it is.
Oh yeah, hey Bird yeah, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, you call me something else, I swear to God, I'm driving to Maine and I'm going to smack you in the
Good, you
head.
drive to me and smack me right in the head.
Or Massachusetts, wherever the hell you live.
Hey, children, shut up.
I wish I lived in Maine.
Steve, did you see where John is asking for a link there?
Yes,
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, brother, listen to me. In the internal, all is good. Trust me.
Oh, I was just curious.
All is good. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, Stump's right on it. He's all is good.
Well, see, that's the thing on that one. I know one set of names versus a name used on another medium format, whatever. So, I mean, there's a lot of people I know from one that are on the other and vice versa. So,
Yep.
Sometimes a legit name, I have no fucking clue, and then I go look and I recognize the face. I'm like, yep, that's who that is.
Johnny Solar, what have you been up to? I've been sub to Johnny Solar for 1,000,000 years.
Right?
He's got some cool ass videos too.
Yeah.
See the one out in the range?
Yep. John's just cool people. I mean, he really is.
He is. Again, it's like I said the other night. Oh, you're making blanks? Cool. It's like I said the other night. People here, it's just I don't know. It's just awesome. It's just awesome.
M.I. Woodsman, link is sent.
Yeah. But Mike's right on that aspect, though. It's a really cool thing. You get on here, this medium, you get to talking with folks, you get to mess around with these chats. And next thing you know, there's somebody that's, they're family to you in a way that you've never actually had the privilege of seeing them eyeball to eyeball and shaking hands with them.
And the bad part for me, like when I do my chat on Friday nights, in respectful time about Johnny, is they do their thing they do their radio thing on Friday nights, and I it sucks for me because I want to be able to go over and listen to that too, so and I can't do it another night,
Eyeballs suck.
Why are they hard?
Not when they're working.
Trying to cut them in. Well, I can't even cut them in. I'm trying to put them in by hand.
Oh God.
Oh.
Well, the first one turned out good.
Right.
But I see you're having trouble getting the second one to be the same.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, and it's just you're trying to do it with a ballpoint stylus, which probably not the right tool yet again. That I'm trying to, be the caveman and put the just beat on it with a hammer, make it work.
Luckily, you're more paying attention to the detail than anyone else. Someone sees the bigger picture, not so up close. It's like, oh, so cool.
Well, until George gets on here, and then he'll agree with every flaw that I point out. He's like, yep, yep.
Next time.
I can't do that.
Which is why I asked him, because I value his opinion.
The man is nothing if not honest.
Well, I figure if anybody's not going to blow smoke in my ass, he's going to be one.
Yep.
There he is.
Hello, John.
I feel like this isn't even close to being funny. Usually I'm on what Sudden is, and now I'm on here with 8 million people from Michigan, and that's not a complaint. Especially when it comes to you. I'm glad that you're back on the airways now that you got your laptop and everything's cool.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh no, is he doing the Michigan signs over there? Is that
what My Michigan gang symbols.
Yeah, you're close to Michigan, so you're all set.
Yeah, got the minute. Not much, man. Just hanging out and trying to get out in the woods a little bit, and trying to get my health under control, my legs basically, and yeah, the buggy helped. We test drove the buggy last weekend, and test pushed it, I should say. Yeah. And it hauled everything we needed and then some. And
that's awesome.
No, I've been to a few different half a dozen doctor appointments, and now I got to go to some neurologist deal now for my legs and my feet. So we got to wait for that referral to get in the mail. I got to get this crap taken care of so I can go back to work, man. That sucks.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, have they kind of narrowed down what may be going on yet exactly, or what's causing everything at least?
No, I had plantar fasciitis in my feet at first, and I just got rid of that. I've been seeing this foot surgeon specialist guy, and now I had ultrasound done on all the arteries in my legs. All turned out cool. I went to a vein specialist, and had the blood pressure cuffs on my thighs and my calves and my big toe and all that crap, and 50 wires hooked to me, and all of them turned out good. So I think it's probably diabetic related, some type of nerve pain. I've already got Neurontin, or I take gabapentin for that, but that I can deal with, man. It's just walking on golf ball things that I can't handle.
Oh shit!
Are.
So yeah, I went out when I was working there. When I went back to work, I spent $240 on a pair of work boots, man, and they didn't even help.
Damn.
Yeah.
So on the bigger, brighter things, I guess,
Right.
Well, I mean, the thing with something like that, you know, as far as doing something to repair it, you're pretty much looking at like some sort of a nerve block sort of thing. Hell, that's just as fucking dangerous in the long run,
Yeah,
then you lose all sensation together.
Well, yeah, they're gonna. I think they wanted to have me do a MRI too. It could be something crazy, silly, like frickin' MS or some shit going on.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different kinds of that. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
So between that and my diabetes thing is, who the hell knows?
Yeah. Well, I will tell you this much. I will definitely, I mean, for what it's worth to you, when I go to lay down my head, I'll tell the good Lord to keep a good eye on you and help you out with that.
Yeah, that's. I do. I pray every day, man. Whether people like to hear that or not, too damn bad. But I'm a God-fearing man. Yes, sir. I don't hear my Bible camping anymore, but I got the app on my phone.
Yep.
That's even better yet.
That way you've always got it with you.
That's right. But anyway, how the hell everybody's looking good anyway? You all doing good?
Doing all right. I'm all. I got so you knew about my my little problem with my legs and everything over the between last spring and summer and everything, and I'm just getting over that now. And but the problem is now is that even growing up as a kid, I always say I got my father's leg, because my father's got this friggin', I'm going to say it this way so there's no dirtiness involved in it. He's got this varicose vein that runs from his top of his leg down his leg across his kneecap and down his calf.
I
get the same exact fucking one. And when I go hunting or I go out in the woods, dude. So I go to the doctor and my physical, what do you call it? Not my regular doctor. What is the
therapist?
No, the PA.
Oh, your PA?
My PA.
Yeah.
It changed, so now I got to check, and well, that's fine. And she says to me, she goes, if that's bothering you, we can do something about it. Yeah, I know. Like wear the friggin' old lady sock and raise my foot on a pillow when I'm sleeping. I got all that. I says, but it ain't working. Look at the size of that friggin' thing. And I goes, it gets bigger and sorer when I go hunting, or like even the small walk I took with my daughter in the woods. I did that video taking my daughter in the woods. Even something like that. It just, dude, I swear to God, it expands. I swear to God. But it's so painful. It's just, oh.
Yeah, they're probably going to end up removing it and replacing it with another vein or artery.
I asked her if I could just poke a hole in it.
Pop it.
I'm like, is that one of those things I can just go let the air out of it? She goes, I wouldn't do that.
No.
I goes, well, that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, but it's so big.
Isn't there such a thing you can get the varicose vein stripped? Because my mom had that done where they like stripped the vein or something. I mean, I don't really know what it means, but I know that
when they take them out. They take
them
right out.
I think it depends on the size and what that particular vein is for.
There's all kinds of weird shit they can do with veins.
But the problem is, right? But the problem is that like sitting where I'm sitting right now, and usually I have to put my wallet in my front pocket because then my legs fall asleep.
Yep.
But right now, my left leg is all numb because I've been sitting too long.
Yeah, mine do that. Mine gets sore. And for Shalisa there, that's a shunt in your arm, isn't it, Shalisa?
Yeah, I've got an aneurysm, a stent, and fistula, and graft.
Yeah, my dad went through all that shit when he was on dialysis for 10 years.
Was it
before
because of diabetes?
No, it was because he lost his kidneys. He's 70 years old or 65, and he wasn't in shape for any type of surgery, and he died at the U of M on the table, and they brought him back twice. And he was in ICU for 50 days in the state hospital at MSU. And yeah, he lived another 10, 12 years, man, on dialysis. Doctor said that was really hard to believe.
I survived 14 years on dialysis.
Yeah, that's a hard road. I used to drive Medicaid cab when I lived in Montana back in the 90s, and I used to take I lived on the big the Flathead Indian Reservation. I used to take all these Indian women down to Missoula, Montana for dialysis, and it'd be 4-hour treatments as usual. And while they're in getting treatment, I was cruising around the Grizzly campus or going down the Better River and doing me some fishing. I'd go pick them back up and bring them home.
You and my dad would get along great.
Yeah, a buddy of mine was on dialysis. He just didn't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
It depends on who you are, your condition, your age.
Well, he already went through a liver transplant. And he went through the liver transplant, and we couldn't get him. They couldn't get him a kidney, and I smoked, so they wouldn't let me do anything, which I think is totally unfair. But
yeah, my two oldest brothers were on dialysis too before they passed away. But that stuff's, I don't know. Diabetes is hard to keep in control, man. You can't have no freaking pasta. You can't have no bread. Blah, 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 blah. You got to be a freaking rabbit.
My mother just came down with it. What is it, AC1 or something like that?
Well, that's your AC1 is your number. You got to be below 7.0 or less.
Yeah, well, she's not. So,
but if you can still be diabetic and below 7.0. But once you hit 7.0, like mine's 8.0, so I take a pill. And I take a shot every morning.
Yeah, see, that's my relatives. I had relatives that had to do that every morning. I still have it. I still do. But she's all, because she needs shoulder surgery for her bursitis. And now she's going through this, and she's like, and I'm like, Ma, you can do it. I mean, it's not,
Yeah.
But and then, she's 70. She's active. She's 73, but she's active. She's not, rocking chair 73.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Neither one of my parents are. My father's 75. No, she'll be 74 or 75, and he just turned 75. She's 74. And
let me see, who was that?
They're still active. I mean, they're divorced, but they're still active. I mean, they go. I mean, if I was building a porch, my old man would be the first one here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was like that too. But the last 10 years when he was on dialysis, he couldn't do crap anymore. He couldn't even drive because he get dizzy spells and shit. But he made it to 76, and then my mom made it to 86. So I'm
surprised with all the friggin' Mountain Dews and sugar and everything I eat and coffee I drink. I ain't diabetic, for Christ's sake.
Nah, it's in your genes, man. It's either in it or it ain't. Some people just, I can look at a freaking candy bar and my sugar goes up to 200.
I remember my aunts, right? They're my great aunts, my mother's aunts, right? And we'll all get together, at the holidays or what have you, and it was New Year's Eve, and they're all checking their blood sugar, right? Because they're all the old school Italians, so they're all eating cannolis, they're all eating everything, right? and my aunt pipes up with, "Oh, my sugar level's 400."
Holy shit!
And her daughter, my cousin, went out of her fucking mind.
Oh,
yelling at her. "Ma, what the wrong with you?" Da 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 da. And I'm like, "Colette, leave them alone." I go, "Just let them be. They're all checking this thing. They know what to do. They cheated. So what? You were cheating on a diet? They're doing the same thing. They're cheating. She'll be fine." And she was fine, But Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be hard.
It is.
It's got to be hard.
I've driven myself to the hospital before. I had 531 time, and they give you an extra shot, and then you got to feed you a couple bags of fluids through an IV, and you got to sit there for frickin' 3-4 hours half the night, until your shit goes down to at least 200.
Yeah.
Now, what is it? What is the one where? Because I went to school with a kid, and then as an adult, I was bartending one night, and he was hammered, and then his cousin came in back into the bar, and he's like, "Mikey, I need some change real quick." I said, "What do you need?" He said, "I need a candy bar or two out of the machine. I got to give it to Salvi." I go, "What's the matter?" He had to have. We had to get him 2 Snickers bars.
Yeah, he is hypoglycemic. That's low blood sugar. Low blood sugar is almost worse than high blood sugar because you can crash and go into you can have a stroke a lot easier.
But isn't there a ton of shit?
Endure said he's actually pegged off the scale before with his sugar.
Yeah, that can throw you in a coma.
Isn't there doesn't booze have more sugar in it than friggin' candy?
Oh yeah, booze depends what it is. You drink that sweet shit like Jaeger or some Schnapps, stuff like that's loaded with sugar, and some bourbons, but you get into your whiskeys and stuff like that. It's not so much I don't know, I guess it's sugar, but you got the hops.
Okay.
You got the carbs. It's the carbs that turn into sugar that kicks you in the nuts.
Yeah.
All right.
Surprise.
Yeah.
But like he just said, the whiskey's not quite as bad. So what I drink is straight whiskey.
Yep. Yep.
Scotch is diabetic safe. What's his name said?
Yeah.
I got it dyed.
What? Oh, you dyed it? Yeah.
Cool.
That Jar Jar?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we got
Jar Jar
Darth.
looks like he's stoned, man.
Well, Jar Jar always looks like he's stoned.
So you nailed it.
And then you got an amateur fat man trying to carve Jar Jar too. So that just
Hey, nobody's complaining. Like you said, he's supposed to look stoned.
Right.
It was a compliment in a way, damn it. Shut up and take it and be happy.
I am not doing anything when a short fat man from South Carolina tells me to shut up and take it. Yeah, no.
HRM said that there's a news story on the Facebook Informant News. I know, because anybody see that in the news? Anybody see this in the news this week? Facebook lost like fucking $4 billion on the market because of some company went through all of our shit. So HRM is saying there's a new story on the Facebook Informant users on how to download the data collected on them. So you can download data collected, like who saw it and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't want to know who did it, because if I do, when I find out, where the company is, that's not going to go over too well.
Yeah. What they do? Hijack the data off of Facebook?
Yeah, some company begins with a W. I saw the news the other night on it. It's out of Cambridge, Mass. Too.
Figures, Massachusetts.
Johnny Solar, did you hear anything on that?
No, I know Facebook has got some big time security issues he's trying to address, and they're trying to get a grip on it. And I know YouTube's ass is in the ringer right now, kind of with the NRA.
Yep.
Which it should be.
It should be. Damn Skippy.
They're trying to stop basically, what's going on, plus education for people that want to learn.
Right.
And I mean, it's not just about guns. There's more to it than just guns.
Yep. And they had that big march today in Massachusetts, the march of whatever, march out, march up, march whatever, and thousands and thousands and thousands of people flocked into Boston today for this. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, they can march your ass fucking into a hole somewhere.
And it was funny. It was all teenagers.
Yeah, like when the teenagers, they all march and they all leave school to go on this freaking march and destroy Walmart store and shit. You see that?
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they knocked shit off the shelves, everything, man. It was terrible.
Yep.
Isn't that funny how there was no bomb attack or nothing because it was a bunch of liberals? Just saying.
Yeah.
When a bunch of Republicans do a march like that, they get bomb threats.
And the only good thing about that whole thing was that there was a shit ton of fucking politicians there. They did it right outside of Boston, out of the State House, and there's a shit ton of politicians there, and they wouldn't let them speak. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's nice. That's a nice first.
Don't let the politicians speak, because as soon as they open their mouths, it's just lies.
Right.
So, well, not so much lies, but misleading information. How's that sound? Does that sound better? I don't want to sound like too like a Debbie Downer negative type of person. But
I got a great example of that. Hold on one sec.
Okay, Holden. You're right, HRM. No, just that there was a massive breach. Yeah, there was a massive breach, Johnny Solar. And they lost Facebook. I want to say it was millions and millions of dollars they lost on the market.
Yeah, it affected the stock market. It dropped. It fell like on its face.
Yep, it did. And once again, Boston makes the news. It has to be in freaking Boston, And it's like, Jesus.
Somebody better get their poop in a scoop, man. I'm telling you, pretty soon.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I get it that they want to go to school and they want to be safe. Hey, listen, I got kids. I want them to go to school and be safe too.
Yeah, I got grandkids, man. That go to school.
Exactly,
I want them to be safe.
But
you know what it is? Leave them fucking book bags home. Make them carry their books like we used to have to in school, and they wouldn't hide shit.
Yeah.
Right.
We never had book bags.
We didn't have a book bag. I know shit, right?
Well, no. Brown bag for my lunch.
And besides, we didn't have a book bag. And if we had book bags, the only good thing about us would have had book bags is the asshole losers that used to knock your books out of your fucking hand and send them halfway down the hallway. Yeah, that's about it.
Yep.
All right. Well, now, on that subject, I want to hit y'all with this one because I'm genuinely curious as to your thoughts. All right, modern schools nowadays, this is a so-called technological age. Kids, a lot of them don't actually have textbooks for classes. Everything they need to do is online. Everything is internet able when they're home.
Right.
So if the kids don't have books, why the fuck are book bags still going to school? They're not toting anything in them, supposedly because there's no book.
Well,
maybe handwriting classes for pencil, but you don't need a bag for that.
Well, not only that, but they got lockers to put their coats and hats and gloves in.
Exactly.
Yep. You're right, HRM.
Years ago, when my daughter was going to school, all the book bags the kids brought in and backpacks, they either had to be clear plastic or net.
Another school is passing that. Right now, Steve, I seen on the news there was a school that's passing that the whole district, if they have a book bag, they got to be a clear book bag.
Right. Well, they just let it go to shit because within the next year or two, they were back to the same old crap. Yep. But here's what I was talking about. This is an article in Shooting Illustrated.
Yep.
And it's talking about cherry picking statistics. And they show two graphs here of firearm death rate from 2009 to 2016, right? Wait a minute. Let me put me on present. I get to go on present.
Make sure you do it right.
All right. This top graph is what the Democrat would lead you to believe how gun violence and gun deaths are going up.
Right. They said that this morning on that thing. It said it was like 96 deaths every year.
Big uprising towards the end.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that little graph right there is part of this actual graph. Here's gun violence, and that we're on a downward trend. And right at the tail end, there's a little teeny rise, which you will see will match with this one. So that's a perfect example of how they can take statistics and bend them to their liking.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
But and the other thing on that too is I had this argument with my brother and my wife today. Okay. Because not only they did have people that weren't teenagers on the stage, like they had a former Marine, and she was, she went off. A friend of hers, unfortunately committed suicide, and how do I say it? How do I clean this up without sounding like an idiot?
Ohio.
Okay,
Wolverine.
so hey Ohio. So here's the deal. It's like I said to my brother and my wife. I go, so you're telling me that this person who was obviously mentally ill, you're mad at the gun owner? I mean, the gun manufacturer for producing a gun, or you're mad at the fact that he can get one anywhere he wants, or what's the thing? And they said, well, yeah. I go, okay. So then he would have used a bridge or something instead. I mean, really?
Yeah, or his car.
They're giving you statistics on gun people dying from a gunshot, but don't forget in those statistics are people dying from a gunshot that a cop actually had to take somebody out because he was being shot at,
right?
Or gang violence, and I don't want to hear about all of the gangs because gangs have had guns and drugs and everything else since day one. That's why they call them gangs. It's what they do. I said, and as far as I'm concerned, you put the gangs all on an island, let them do what they want to do, and in the strongest one will survive.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're skewed. They really are, and like this lady said that 20%, she was going on about the, because when Trump said you should, arm the teachers or what have you. And she said that the accuracy rate with a police officer is 20%. And he's skilled. He has to go through training and this, that, and the other thing.
Bullshit. A cop only shoots enough to qualify. They don't train for shit.
No, I mean, they said that they were 20% on their, what do you call it? On their, on what they hit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then she says, and the woman that was speaking was saying that you want a teacher that doesn't have that training to use a weapon. I'm like, and my wife's like, yeah, see, I don't want to take a gun to school. I says, Gina, you're not taking a gun to school. I go, not that I agree with him, but the man didn't say that. The man said qualified people.
Yeah.
You're not qualified. And people they only want to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that shooting in Florida. There's a whole bunch of fishy stuff coming out with that whole deal. I think the politicians let that happen. I think they knew that kid was going to do it. They were warned. There was police reports. There was FBI reports.
Look,
and I think they let it happen.
There's a lot of things that could have prevented that. Ohio hit the nail on the head, I think. Yeah. First of all, it starts at home. On our end of it, I brought this up. I don't know, it was your chat, Stevie, or mine. Okay. Put metal detectors at the freaking entrance of the school.
Big time.
Okay.
Yeah, they go to the jewelry store or a bank or a courtroom.
You go through them. So, I mean, listen, there has to be middle ground. Okay. Look, one side isn't going to win 100%, and the other side is not going to win 100%. You find middle ground. In my opinion, you want middle ground? Put the metal detectors in, and that way it solves all your issues. You really think about it.
Oh,
I've gone into court, and everybody's going to say, "Oh, well, it's going to go off on this and that." No, it's not, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm embarrassed to tell you how many times I've been in court, but pretty much every time, with the exception of one, I've gone in with steel-toe boots or steel-toe sneakers, and I tell them I got steel-toe boots or steel-toe sneakers on. That's okay, Mr. DeLucia. Don't worry about it. Just walk through it. And I walk through it, and everything's cool. See you later. Bye. How many times you go to the airport? Same freaking thing, right? Goodbye. How many guns do you have in it?
27 pounds of titanium in your body and walking through one of those metal detectors.
But how many guns do you see on airplanes now? How many guns? You know what I'm saying? How
I
many
go
people?
into my steel-toed stuff. They use the wand and make sure it's in
Exactly.
where you say.
How many guns do you? How many shootings do you see inside of a courtroom? Why? Because there's metal detectors.
Yeah.
Just put them in there.
They piss and moan about how it takes up time, but lives are more important than being hasty and efficient and fast and
Well,
lazy asses.
Apparently, they don't think that. They think getting rid of guns is more important than lives, because that's what they focus on.
And like I said to my brother, right, this morning, I go, hey, listen, you really think that's the answer? Well, yeah. I says, listen, it's not. Mike, they just want to keep their kids safe. Don't you have? I says, yeah, but guess what? I go, safe in all manners, not just with guns. I go, they can't keep drugs out of a school. You think they're going to keep guns out of a school?
Nope.
Think about it. I said to my brother, goes, for God's sakes. He's, well, let's, I goes, why is it different? Because one can kill you quicker? I mean, think about it. You know, the only plausible way, I'm telling you, the only plausible way, I'm keeping a gun out of a freaking school. Okay. Now, most schools, you guys have kids or grandkids or whatever at schools, right? Do your schools still have to? You have to bring a buzzer to get in. Like if your kid forgets a book or something, and you go to the school,
you're supposed to have to do it, but half the time in certain school I'm related to, you go around the back of the school and the goddamn back door's wedged open.
Oh well, the ones I go to, even the ones I deliver to, the vocational schools I deliver to, I do drive around back, but I knock on the door, and one of the students will see me, and they'll go grab the teacher, and obviously because I've been there enough, and they can see the truck and everything else, they see that. You know what I mean? I do my delivery and I skedaddle, but I don't know. It's just there's got to be a way to leave the good people alone that have.
Why can't kids just sit down at home on the internet like we're doing and do class there? They don't have to worry about the buses. They can do whatever they want during their recess at home, lunch at home. Why can't kids just do classes at home on the internet?
Well, I agree that would be a great thing, but the problem you're going to have with that one is you have a massive volume of the public that pretty much depend on the school system to be the kids' babysitter while they're at work.
Well, not only that, they're going to complain because then your child's not getting any social skills.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if they didn't make our economy where both parents had to work 24/7, we wouldn't have near the problems we have now.
Give me one second. Jay Watt. It's not flawed thinking, because Jay Watt says flawed thinking. Put in all the metal detectors you want. It won't stop anything as long as there are playgrounds and gym classes. Jay Watt. Gym classes are usually, if they're outside, right? If gym class is outside, it's really conducted by teachers, right? I don't understand. What are they going to get a gun passed through the fence or?
Well, I don't think it's so much that, Mike, as it is some dipshit retard that wants to get famous for shooting up a school on the
But that's a
outside.
different. Excuse me. That's a different topic.
Well, you're still talking about school shootings. I agree. Coming through the metal detectors, you have a higher chance of not allowing a firearm in the building. But on that one, as far as playgrounds, rec grounds, whatever, I think the opportunity there is an outside individual shooting in through a chain link fence.
And Preppin says they're not allowed. He says we're not allowed in the school unless you have an appointment.
Huh.
So there you go. I mean, it apparently it's all where you live, but
yeah. I mean, I'm there with you on the metal detectors, but at the same time, I think you need to have staff there. Armed is debatable. I would personally rather them be armed, but you still have to have someone there running the metal detector who is prepared and mentally equipped to deal with what happens when that damn buzzer goes off and it ain't supposed to.
It can be the school. It can be the school. Well, if they have one, a lot of schools have school cops, right?
Yeah.
It can be the school. It can be the school cop doing it.
Yep. But now if you're gonna go that route, you have to funnel
No, you
everyone
don't.
in through one set of doors, and so he's in the area where the metal detectors are.
Yeah,
You got to lock down everything else in the school door-wise leading to the outside.
Yeah, but don't most kids go on? Well, don't most kids go through one door? One.
I know around here, basically, you have they call them walkers and riders. Their parents bring them and take them. Either they just walk to and from school. They come in through one part of the building. Kids on a bus come in through a different part of the building. And the folks that, just walk there alone, they pretty much come through whatever door is the first one they get to when they get to the building from whatever direction they're coming. Yeah. So now, you lock the whole place down except for one or two sets of doors with metal detectors there.
They say, there's some schools south of me, like Grand Rapids areas, and Schleich knows where that's at. And they do have some cops in the schools. They do have metal detectors. But they say they don't have enough law enforcement to be in these schools, in every school every day. But don't we have I don't know how many thousands and thousands of National Guard and thousands of reserved military that have to do 2 weeks or a month a year of service doing something? Why can't they scatter the 100,000 of them people throughout the school systems of the United States? Just rotate them one a week for each person, you know what I'm saying?
And they're already getting paid, so you're all set.
Why couldn't we train our principals and vice principals?
Yeah.
I would vote in to pay a tax to give certain teachers a little bonus bump in pay to take training and
but then you have an issue like you already had with the teacher accidentally shooting a fucking kid.
Yeah.
So that hurt the whole let the teachers carry a weapon when that teacher accidentally shot the fucking kid. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Where did that happen?
It happened last week. Week before last.
Well, see, there's no tender way to say this, so I'll just be rather point blank with it. I don't give a fuck if it's a kid, a senior citizen, or somebody I'm related to. You're doing something that warrants you getting shot to stop you. Fuck you. You're no longer human. You're the equivalent of scraping shit off my boots.
Right.
You will fucking die.
Ohio Wolverine made a great point.
Yes, he did.
Don't even put seat belts in buses, so they don't give a shit about your kids.
Do you know why that is, by the way?
Yeah, I've watched lots of documentaries about that. Seatbelts would be dangerous depending on how the bus are set up.
And when I was a kid riding a bus, the seat in front of me, the thing you hit your face on was a nice metal bar.
Yep.
But
shit, I remember when I was a kid, our freaking dashboards of my mom and dad's cars were steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Jay Watt. I'm with you 100% on that. Hey, Red Rooster. My cousin, when she drove a bus, they yell at me because I don't wear my seatbelt in my car, right? And I said to my kids, I goes, when you go on a field trip and you're on a bus, you wear a seatbelt? Well, Daddy, there isn't any. He goes, exactly. I said, so I asked my cousin one day, and she said, it's for in case of an accident, the driver can help the kids. And I go, well, what happens in case of an accident? It's the driver that's hurt, not the kids. And they're in their seatbelts or what have you. And there's I don't know. So, but that's what I was told.
Yeah, right.
I think it was stupid. But
most teachers are liberal nutcases. They don't need guns. He does make a good point.
It's just, I mean, I don't have an issue with people wanting I just wish that more. I just wish that the liberals would at least see the other side, you know, or understand it. You don't have to agree with it. I mean, because you don't need to agree with it because that ain't gonna happen anyway.
They got their one-track mind blinders on. They have a point, and that's all they're looking at. They don't care about anything else around it.
It's just,
I've seen this posted one time before, and it makes a lot of sense. Talking about protecting the kids here. I'm a massive fan of veterans coming in, taking care of the kids. Like John here was bringing up, the National Guards are doing their summer camp at 2 weeks a year.
Yep.
All that stuff's great. But here's this one. Like I say, I read this. It made a lot of sense to me, and it still leaves me with a massive volume of questions as to the quality of people who claim they want to protect your kids, but they don't want a gun in the school. You will protect your bank, your president, all kinds of stuff with guns. Even celebrities have bodyguards that carry guns. And you're fine with that. And you don't know these people. But you don't want someone with a gun to protect your kid. That makes no sense to me. Are you telling me seriously that money and actors are more important than your fucking kid?
No, I think they're afraid of. I know you guys are going to be like, Mikey's a fucking liberal.
Well, you are kind of, but you're a good one.
I'm not really, to be honest with you. Again, I just see the other side of the fence. I think their argument would be, I don't want my children near guns. My children aren't near guns when they go to a bank. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell do they think's in the holster of that old fart standing by the door?
Well, not every bank has an old fart. You know what I mean?
Hell, our hospital has armed guards that roll the place.
So doesn't mine.
Yeah. I didn't see anybody complaining when they went to, drop a damn kid out and, birth a child. Nobody complained that the first thing the kid does is enter a building with a motherfucker that's armed in it. Don't tell me a gun's a fucking problem. Stupid people are the fucking problem.
No, it's just like my wife. My wife's not liberal, but yet she's definitely afraid of guns. So,
yeah, which I don't comprehend. It's an inanimate object.
Well, because why is she fearful of them? I don't know. She just doesn't like them. It's like me not liking fucking.
You should be fearful.
Brussels sprouts
behind it.
That's what I keep trying to teach her. I keep trying to teach her that. I asked her. I says, "My guns have been in the house for how long now?" I says, "Any problems?" She goes, "Well, no." I says, "Why is that?" I said, "When there's a reason behind me. When we were up north and I had the kids shooting, there's a reason behind me doing that. There's a reason behind me always asking my daughters different things about shooting and, what's a safety." And my youngest daughter say, "Something that's probably going to break, so your finger shouldn't be on it unless you're going to pull it."
Exactly.
But, it's just stuff like that. And, a little bit of time. I've told you this before. A little bit of time. I do my best to do that. Gina's family. Gina, growing up, never even seen a gun unless she looked at a cop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's new. It's new to her, and it's not the norm.
Yeah.
But there's guns in her house, and I keep telling her, hey, they're not dangerous until somebody picks it up.
Yep.
The only time a gun is dangerous until somebody puts it in a human being's hands.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I will trust a gun long before I do a knife.
Well, yeah, that goes to show. Look at your finger.
Yeah. But I mean, realistically.
That knife's always loaded.
Yeah, the knife's
Exactly.
always ready, and it doesn't know the difference between your hand or your arm or your leg or a big old freaking T-bone. I mean, it don't know. It's gonna do its thing. But, I mean,
That's
like you were saying, your wife's not really educated on firearms,
No,
right,
she's
Mike?
not.
Safe way to say it, right?
No, totally safe way to say it, with the
Okay.
exception of what I've explained to her.
Right. Now, to understand her point of view, as difficult as that is for me, because I mean, just in my world, it's impossible to believe someone's never been exposed heavily to guns. I mean, me growing up, they were a working tool on the farm. You know,
Right.
it just was. But at the same time, let's say you take somebody that has little to no experience or knowledge of cutting tools, a nice chef's knife,
Mhm.
put them in the kitchen. Who do you
Right.
think's more liable to hurt themselves first? Somebody that don't know something about a gun, or somebody that don't know nothing about a damn blade of a knife?
Right.
I mean, to me, a knife is 10 times more deadly of a weapon than a firearm ever will be.
That's funny. That's exactly what the FBI statistics say.
Yeah.
Really? No
And
shit.
I haven't heard a band on knives yet. Kitchen knives kill more people.
I don't doubt it.
Prepping to endure is not. Prepping to endure says he wasn't exposed to
Really?
firearms either. See, you gotta, well, where I live anyway, right? Where I grew up, Gina, my wife Gina, grew up in the same town I did. Where now it's about 25,000 people, but when we were growing up, it was probably 18,000 people in the suburbs of Boston, Mass. When my dad went to high school there and stuff back in the 60s, yeah, you could hunt there, you can do all that, and as Wilmington, Mass became, what it is today, all those things went out the window, put the industrial parks in, they built it up with homes, and then they said, well, I heard gunshots, and then, all the freaking liberals said they shouldn't be shooting in the town, and boom, there's no more hunting in my town that I grew up in. But so yeah, Gina growing up, never, I'm telling you, the only time she came across a gun is if she saw a police officer. That's the only time. She never shot one. She never shot a BB gun.
Really?
Her brother never owned a BB gun, pellet gun. That was it.
Well, that's part of the freedom of America. You don't have to own one.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
we damn sure better not lose our right to own one.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's not going to be good.
No.
But and my thing is that I don't even want. See, it's a slippery slope when you say that, like the kid there that did up the shot up the school in Connecticut, and he wasn't right in the head to begin with. Of course, you're not right in the head if you do that anyway, right? But
right.
But it was known that he wasn't right in the head. Okay. So people like that, I don't have a problem with if they wanted to background check a guy like that or a woman like that. I don't have a problem with that. Okay. A person with nothing on his or her record stating any mental whatever, no. Give them the gun. You know what I'm saying? Problem is that what happens is that when you do that, some wise ass, some bitch liberal is going to say, well, if you do that, then you have to look into people that have had drug addiction issues. So you see, every time they do something, it opens another door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand that it's hard that they want to do this and do that. Then my thing is if it's too hard to do it, then leave well enough alone, and go protect the kids somehow in a different way. You know. Granted, Vegas wasn't obviously a school. There's a video that fucking Steve got me hooked on that says that some bitch wasn't even by himself. But that's a whole nother ball. That's a whole nother argument for a different day. But I don't know. That's now. How do you put? You know, people are at a fucking concert and having fun. I mean,
I just dropped a link in the outside chat.
thank you.
I highly recommend everybody take a minute and go watch that video. It may change your life.
What is it, Stevie?
It's a very interesting video that a reverend put up. Okay. And I can't explain it. You have to watch it. It's not a conspiracy bullshit video.
Like the other one you sent me? Just kidding.
It's an excellent video, and it should be around the world.
72 killed resisting gun confiscation in Boston. Great. It's got to be fucking Boston.
That's a must watch.
I'm going to have to put that watch later because then I'll just get into this and I won't be able to pay attention. More. No.
Yeah, I'm going to save that because it's like 17 and a half
minutes. My watch? Where's my watch later button? Oh, add to. Duh, numbnuts.
Yeah, it's a little bit lengthy, but it's absolutely worth watching. Right on, Fuzz. If Democrats get in there, we're in trouble.
See, I don't even think it's a Dem Republican thing, to be honest with you guys.
I do.
There's plenty of there's plenty of Republicans. I have a Republican fucking governor, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, but you got to go by majority.
Okay.
Majority of anti-gun people tend to be Dems.
Yeah, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's. It used to be like that, Stevie, but I don't think it's like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. I just don't. Today is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? In the past, certainly.
I can see some of the political stuff going away from it and it just becoming a one-trick pony agenda kind of thing.
Right. It's just sad. It's just sad on all counts. You know?
Boy, look at us all talking politics, which we all swore not to do.
I never swore not to do. Give me 1 second.
We try to avoid it. But, you know, with a bunch of open-minded, educated people, you can actually have open conversations without starting arguments, which is very nice. Thank you all.
Agreed 100%.
Cool, prepping. How come they're not speaking up? Or are they partial? Oh, we're not going to take away your firearms, just certain ones. Ohio Wolverine, stick with Trump for a while. He's coming back around. He just made a couple of faux pas. You can't dump him for a couple of goofed up statements.
Well, and you also got to think of people say, oh, you know, we might have to quit Trump. Well, what's the alternative? The alternative is far, far worse.
Yeah, just remember why you voted for him. It wasn't necessarily because you thought he was a great guy. He was the best alternative we had.
Who's that?
Trump. And you know what? I got to say, so far, he's doing pretty damn good. And I heard an announcement today, 2 different sources, that he is going after the Hillary administration. the Clinton administration.
Yep.
Shit is about to hit the fan.
About.
Yep. Not only them, but also the ill practice of the FBI during all of the previous investigation and court stuff.
Absolutely. That's why he just fired that guy one day before he got his pension, by the way, which is pretty epic. And there's probably going to be charges against him also.
Well, yeah. They got the whole thing with China, right? You mean against Trump, or you mean charges against Trump or the other guy?
They're going to bring charges against the head of the FBI, Mike.
For manipulating stuff during the investigations and a whole bunch of, I mean, there's a whole armload of stuff.
Yeah.
That they are finally calling them out on.
Yep. I mean, I don't know a better way to say this. So if somebody can help me word it a little better, I'd appreciate it. But the country got this fucked up over, a long, long period of time. You can't expect a man to fix everything in a year or two. It's just not possible.
And that's why the exact same reason why I said when people were shitting on Obama, I said give the man a chance.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
But I'm just saying, like anybody or not, my thought process, and I don't want anybody to, just the way I am, okay? This is just for me. A lot of people disagree with me, and that's fine. But the way I am, I'll support whatever sitting president is in office. Okay? When I mean support, I don't mean go reelect them or her. Okay, I mean, I'm not one of those fucking losers. I'm moving to Canada.
Yeah,
because I didn't get my way. I'm gonna take my ball and go home. Okay,
I didn't see one of them people on a bus.
Right?
No.
So, but my thing is that I don't know. I think he's doing some things really well, and I think he's doing some things really bad.
I agree.
Like it or not.
But on that same note, if you go back through all the presidents we've had so far, how many of them have done shit 100% right 100% of the time?
Right.
None.
Now,
the one that does have my absolute utmost respect would have been Washington. And here's a man who led his own troops over a frozen river on Christmas to go murder a bunch of British folks. You have to show that some respect.
I just don't think he's, not that anybody else is ready for it, but like, let's say you were a senator for X amount of years, or you were whatever. At least they knew what the hell was going on. He's coming in from owning his own business and being a fucking TV star. Real estate mogul turned fucking reality, whatever you want to call it, reality star, right?
Mm-hmm.
To president. So I think number one, people aren't,
well,
has there been people? Yes, of course. Ronald Reagan was an actor. We all know that. But Ronald Reagan didn't go from acting straight to the presidency. Okay.
Yeah, but neither did Trump. And the problem with
yes, he did. Yes,
no,
he did.
When
was Trump? Okay, when was Trump like mayor, or at least a mayor somewhere?
Okay, because he wasn't elected to political office.
Thank you.
But look past. Okay, fine. He wasn't elected to political office.
But that's what I'm saying.
The man was a successful businessman, and this country is so far in the shitter that a politician isn't going to fix it.
Totally,
it's got to be somebody who is successful in business
minded. Exactly, to run the corporation. I'm with you, but people aren't ready. People aren't ready to accept the fact that he can do that. But on the flip coin of that is that he has zero friggin' what do you call it? I really don't even think he has the knowledge to do it himself, but his some of his policies are just, some of the shit that comes out of his mouth. I'm gonna go build a wall. Go build a wall. Go ahead. Go try. You think they're gonna let you? You know what I mean? But I think it's cool that he actually had the balls to call. What do you call it though? Was it President? Was it Taiwan or not Taiwan? Was it
Korea?
Korea.
Was it Korea? No, was it Korea that called him and said congratulations, and he took the call and said thank you and whatever, and everybody had a heart attack because nobody's talked to them in like fucking 40 years.
Oh,
or was that Russia?
No, it wasn't Russia. It was
China or somebody.
North Korea?
No, I thought it was Taiwan.
Might have been.
But I thought that was, hey, you know what? Just because the other freaking 5, 6 presidents didn't do it, doesn't necessarily mean he has to.
But he did.
Right. Where's the law that says he can't accept a call and say, oh, thank you for acknowledging I'm president, da 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 da.
Well, they've been trying to throw him through the ringer for it, which is another reason he fired that guy, because he was
which he shouldn't be, though. I mean, he took a call and said thank you. I mean, is that giving away state fucking secrets?
Yeah, no shit.
Really? I mean, it isn't like his phone isn't fucking tapped to begin with.
Good idea, Fuzz Fork. He says Trump needs to surround himself with common people who know what needs fixed.
Yes.
That's a very good statement.
It's funny that you say that, because they used to say one of Andrew Jackson was like that. They said he was just a good old boy from down south and he didn't know much, but he's the one that invented the presidential cabinet, and he realized, hey, yeah, I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm going to surround myself with really smart
people that do.
Yes.
Yep. Let's face it. I mean, let's dummy it down for idiots like me, right? If I want to learn about leather, am I going to go to a fucking cabinet maker?
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I mean? I'm going to surround myself with people that know what they're doing about leather, right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm not trying to sound like an idiot, but that's basically what the fuck. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like Big Log, Bird Dog. What's that guy's name?
Yeah, Junior. You know what I mean, right?
And here's the thing. You also expect to, along the way, even doing the leather thing, right? You want to learn it, you surround yourself with leather craftsmen, whatever.
Absolutely.
Along the way, you expect you're going to run into dumbasses that cut leather and sew leather, but that's about the extent. They're not craftsmen, they're not leathersmiths.
Right.
There's even being with the people that are in the know of what's going on or whatever.
It's like
you still have levels inside of that of what's cool and shitty and this is great and this dude's retarded.
Well, then you just get different, you get different guys. Like, look at the knife making. Like, you or me, Stump, can go and we can go, okay, I've got a piece of metal and I can cut a piece of metal and make it look like a knife. And I got a belt sander and I can come over here and I can do something that resembles a knife. But then you look at something that George makes and go, no, these aren't the same thing. Same thing with me. I look at what I do and I'm like, yeah, okay, I got the tools and I got a hammer and I can sit here and hammer something out. But then I look at something that, Richard Black does, and I go, oh, holy shit, yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Exactly. I can make you a knife-shaped object. George will make you a custom knife.
Prepping, great point, Prepping. And he better not have Fuzz. He better not have called her Fuzz, I'll tell you that. It's bad enough fucking Big Log's gonna fucking PM her. I don't know. I'll have to talk to him about that too.
I'm not PMing
Thank you.
her.
It was the Taiwan president.
Me.
I was right. Taiwan president called Trump to congratulate him. Thank you, Ohio.
She's probably old enough to be his daughter, and he's all getting all uppity about it.
What?
I think you just got called a pedophile, Mikey.
What the fuck did you say?
Pedophile.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said she's probably like old enough to be your daughter or something, and you're like, "Hello, Amanda.
No,
How
she's
you
not.
doing?
No, she's not.
You got a pretty mouth, girl."
No, that's just wrong. I would never say something like that. That's just wrong. What's wrong with you? I would never even say something like that. That's
Hey,
just totally wrong.
my woodsman, you got any trips planned for this spring or summer?
Oh, thank you.
Well, look who just popped back. Hi, Amanda.
Hey, beautiful.
Yeah, we're working on some.
Cool.
I want to do a further south trip of the Manistee River. We want to go for like maybe 5 days this time,
Wow.
and trying to find some new spots. I did that video the other day, and I put up yesterday about I did a VR for a guy, and was about picking litter up and trash. And people are basically just pigs in the woods, and I do that every year anyway. So
God,
I went out and did that, and I look on the sign that's in the state on the state land where this is at, and the little Manistee by me, about 10 minutes away, Camp Arrowhead and the Pines both. There's signs up there from the state this year: no dispersed camping, $5,000 fine, 5 years in jail.
What?
So yeah, on state land.
Yeah, don't you love that?
So you can't even call and get a free permit.
No, you can't. You can't. None. Period. You can go for the day. You can hike, but by 10 o'clock at night, your ass better be out of there.
Wow. Did they make it a recreation area, or is it just
Nope.
straight up state land?
I think people screwed it up by littering, because we went down there last fall and somebody was living down there, and they had tents, they had lawn chair shitter, they had trash, pots and pans, clothes, you name it was down there, and they left it. And there was a ticket on the stump with a rock holding it down. It was fire too close to the water within 100 feet, no living over, no staying over 15 days in one place,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. And I think that broke the straw on the camel's back right there.
Oh, that's disgusting. Well, there's a saying in Michigan: how do you find state land to go hunting? You drive around and look for the trash pile.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what kills me, though? In my town, I have a recreation area, but it's all state land. But we just got some different rules, like no target shooting, what have you.
Yeah.
I found the dudes in the truck working for the city. Actually, it's a town, dumping shit on state land.
We should have taken a picture or a video.
That's a crack of shit.
Yeah.
So now
fuck you, Fuzz. Fuck you, Fuzz. Sorry, go ahead, Johnny.
So now we're gonna end up doing probably more in the Manistee National Forest, which is huge. You know, it's just you got to find the property that's not private on the National Forest. It might be 50 miles by 60 miles or 70 miles long. Right. There's a lot of private property and homes in there.
Yeah.
So as long as you're 100 feet away from another actual campground, you can disperse camp anywhere in the National Forest.
You know, that happened in New York too. If you guys follow Joe's Neon, he was camping, and they put signs up on a friggin' tree or whatever that said no camping.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like these assholes just.
Well, in the state of Michigan, it's from May 15th. They're from May 15th till September 10th, or vice versa.
Yep.
There's no camping on state land, no fires. You can't even take the dead wood off the ground and burn it. You can't
unless you pay for that $25 fire.
Yeah.
Firewood.
Fire permit.
But they won't issue one. You got to go up to Cadillac, and you can't cut down dead standing. None of that crap, you know. So basically, you can camp in the wintertime on the state land.
You better up in Montana, brother.
I'd like to be back in Montana. Back up in the Yak.
Hey, GI Customs, how you doing, brother? It's funny, you mentioned the guy, and boop, he pops up.
Amanda, don't laugh at Fuzz. You're encouraging him. Although Fuzz is kind of funny though. He's good. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Yeah, no, it's a shame.
Yeah.
They're not that bad around here. I mean, we get to hunt on WMAs and stuff like that. They're getting better around here. They're not going out for the guys that hunt with tree stands. You know, they're not walking out to the tree stand anymore and saying, "Hey, guy, what's up?" as you're hunting.
Yeah.
They're actually waiting for you to come out of the woods.
Yeah.
Yay.
And you know what I think is cool about our guy? They don't, you know, because it doesn't say warden on their truck or DCR on their truck. It says they're EPA police in Massachusetts.
A lot of the problem with Michigan is we got like what 4 DNR officers for the whole state.
Yeah. You know what I think is cool though? They like I came out for lunch one day. I come out,
Live that one down, brother.
I can't even address that as much as I want to.
You have to get some Google Viagra.
I don't need any. Have you seen her lately?
No.
The what's his name there? The cop guy, right? He pulls up and I was talking to him. I said, "Hey, how come the gate's closed?" And he said, National Grid closed it. I said, "Why would National Grid close a gate that they don't even own?" He goes, "Because they do own it." And I says, "I thought this was a WMA." He goes, "It is, but National Grid owns part of it."
Right.
And I'm like, you know the whole cool thing about the conversation? I'm cradling a 12 gauge and he's not nervous. He's not crying. He's not step away from my truck. He's not anything. We're just two guys shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Regular city cop, forget it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna call it. Mama's got to work this weekend, so it's Mr. Mom all weekend.
Right on. Yeah, we're getting close too.
Yep.
So have a good one. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming, man. It's awesome to see you.
Nice meeting you.
Yep. Be good,
Sure,
big dog.
take it easy. Yep.
Bye.
Bye, Lisa.
Doesn't he have a YouTube channel?
Yes, sir, he does.
Yeah.
I'll have to sub him.
Big Dog Leather.
Yeah, he's a pretty good dude, man.
I
His
think
leather work ain't bad. Prices are good.
I think my girl just called me a dead horse.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, well, let me solve that. Yes, she did.
Okay.
You got confirmation of it.
But I'm a Clydesdale.
Yeah, Red Rooster. I hope to see you tomorrow night, Dave 57 Red Rooster. Have a good night.
Yep, later, Rooster.
Thanks for popping in, man. Nice to see you.
Steve, oh, there it is. I hit it again, Stevie. Do you guys ever my mouse pad on the whoops, now it's too big. The mouse pad on the laptop. And so you know how if you move your fingers like this, the everything goes smaller.
That's not what I heard.
You know what I'm talking about. The what's the word I'm looking for, Steve?
Cursor?
No, the when the lettering goes bigger and smaller, what do you call that?
Font?
The font, yeah. I don't have to hit a button, I can just use the mouse. But every once in a while it sticks and it sucks. All right, there it goes.
Thanks for coming in, Fuzz. Always nice to have you in there, buddy.
Fuzzy, you gotta come
Especially
on
when
that's
you're
one of these nights.
busting it. It's really cool to have Fuzz here, especially when he's giving Mikey hell.
Yeah, Fuzz has been giving me hell for a while, but you know what? I love when Fuzz gives me hell.
Well, hello, Nathan. How you doing?
Indeed.
Hey,
Nice.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Out enjoying the fire with the wife. Awesome.
I'm enjoying a burn ban. Ah.
And if I know Nathan, probably a brewski or two.
Right.
And by the way, I got your mail today, buddy. Thanks for being quick. Hey, Skywarp, how you doing?
Yep. What's up, Sky?
Oh, Lord. GI Custom said it's snowing there.
Good, he can
Brother-
keep it.
I already had this. I had patches. It's supposed to snow here tomorrow too.
I still got snow in my yard in the shady spots.
Mine's
Actually,
gone.
They're better.
Mine's gone here. In the woods there's snow, but not here.
I made my starter, Shalisa.
Brother George, you just make sure that stuff's
Oh, nice.
gone by July.
I made 2 of them. I got enough of this shit to last me a lifetime, though. Anybody need any jute twine, you just let me know.
I got
Holy dude, look at the size of that frickin' roll of jute twine.
nice and cheap too.
It is. It's wicked cheap. I love it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's cheap, it's easy to work with, and it goes off like freaking dynamite. Just
Yep.
And then the gosh darn marijuana and hemp bullshit. Ah,
Yeah, I like this shit. You hit this shit with a. You hit the shit with a. I sent some out to Ohio. I'll tell you. I sent some out, Ohio. Didn't I send some out to you when you won my my last giveaway?
Oh, it's cheap enough. You can use it for packing.
But it's.
Yep.
I sent him out some of that, and I think it was Dish that won my other one. You know, the same. You know, I had first and second prize, and but boy, I'll tell you though. I mean, it just boom, it goes right up. You know, I love it, love it, love it.
Anyway, you're talking about giveaways. I thought maybe if Steve don't mind, I'm gonna plug mine, but I got my Canteen Cup Day video coming out. I announced the giveaway, so I'm gonna have a giveaway when I hit 3,000. So
I can't wait for that.
I already got some stuff in the mail, and I got a few of this all camp bushcraft kind of related stuff, some cool stuff, you know. So I haven't had one in a long time, and my channel's been stagnant at 2,500, and I've been stagnant on not making videos. Well, now I got a laptop and I got a video editor. I'm learning how to edit, so things are getting much better.
I'll look forward to that, Johnny. You know that.
Right on.
I look forward to anything you put out.
I appreciate all the support, man. That's for sure.
I'll tell you what though, that video though, that when you and Wook and Daryl were out together, the 3 of you, I'm like, son of a bitch. I if I remember correctly, I PM'd both of them. I'm like, you two, I said, you suck to Daryl, and I said, you suck to Wook. And then they're like, Mike, are you all right? Are you mad at us? I said, yeah, I'm pissed. I go, you're out in the woods with fucking Johnny. I said, of course I'm pissed. Every time I said, everything looked like you had a good time. And I said, it's just
yeah.
It was jealousy, you know.
We're supposed to do it again this summer, and then we might hook up too. And we were supposed to do it last year, but we couldn't get we got our wires crossed. And Daryl's supposed to come up, and hopefully we can do the river trip together. And then he wants to come up here and do some camping too through the time. Him and John live for wild.
Live for wild, yeah.
Yeah, John, he lives about an hour or so south of me. He's going to come up, and he wants to do a camp with me. And Uper Digger 57 from the UP wants to come down. And
nice.
He's one cool dude too.
You actually get somebody to lead the UP. That's pretty good.
Yeah, come down and visit us trolls.
Right. The Flatlanders.
Yeah. I feel like a Flatlander here, man. I'm used to living like 3 hours north of here.
Yeah.
Well, that's one good thing about this state. You can drive around and get about every kind of land except for, total rock and mountains, but close.
Yeah, you get up by Porcupine and you get pretty gnarly.
Yeah. That's what I like about this state. You can take a 4-hour drive and the landscape is totally different.
Here.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't even drive in this state for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Actually, I can. If I stop from one corner to get out on the Cape, it's about 5-hour ride.
Yeah, I think top from the bottom to the top of Michigan. I don't know, Steve. What do you think about right from here to Porcupine's got to be?
It's gonna be 9 hours.
Got to be a good 8-9 hours from the bottom.
Probably.
That's a big state.
Yeah, and it's 2-3 hours across.
Yeah, Maine's the same way. Maine, the New Hampshire Maine border, the southern tip to the furthest north Canadian Maine border, like Caribou, Maine, or Fort Kent is up there. The old fort is up there. Those like 8-hour rides for me.
Yeah, it's a that's a good size. I mean, I think Schlise is probably about 1 hour and 45 minutes south of me.
Yep, about right.
Well, that's like Chris is about that from me. He's in Maine.
Yeah.
What's his name's really close? Well, not really close, but he's only about 1 hour and 10 minutes away. Is Johnny Solar. And of course, Ed's almost 2 hours away. Working class woodsman.
Steve's probably a couple good hours away.
The cool thing about only being a couple hours away is that it's only a couple hours.
Yeah,
you know. And for a guy like me, I drive for a living anyway, so 3, 4, 5, 6 hour ride to me is nothing.
Yeah, I don't mind driving at all.
Better than across the country.
Yep.
The only problem I have is sometimes I forget I got the kids with me. It's Dad, I gotta go. But we stopping for lunch. We stopping to go to the bathroom, Dad. Oh, you guys want me to stop?
Right?
I'm not used to doing that,
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny, but like we'll go to my sister's in Vermont. It's a 3.5 hour ride, and I won't stop. And my wife hits me. She's like, "Hey, you gotta stop." I never been to Utah.
I love Utah.
The furthest west I've ever been is Minnesota.
Well, there's a lot of pretty states out there. I've been from here to California and all the way swung around the southern part of Texas to New Orleans.
What's further west, Ohio or Minnesota?
Minnesota,
because they're in the central time, right?
Yeah.
Mike, are you like me and get Iowa and Ohio mixed around a lot?
They're also way north, Mike.
I've been to, I know, but they're still west of me, brother.
Right on.
Where am I?
Yeah. There ain't a whole lot east of you.
Yeah, I'm on the ocean.
Yeah. I've been from Atlantic Ocean to Pacific Ocean a million times, but I've never been further south than Tennessee and Missouri.
Have you ever been up this way?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Damn.
Not all the way up there, but Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland.
Oh, hell no. That's still 7 hours away from me. Delaware? No, that's 7 hours away from me.
I've never been up.
You never been to, like, New England?
No. I mean, it depends on how far down New England goes. But
New England stops at Connecticut and Rhode Island.
Okay. No, I never been up to Rhode Island and Connecticut.
Sweet. I just swung a deal with Nathan 4071. He's going to send me a ferro rod and some of his high-speed tool bits, and I'm going to make him some ferro rod handles and send them right back.
That's
yeah, he's got the best stuff, man.
Right
on.
Well, I just got 2 of his Mug Gumbo 1-inch ferro rods in the mail I bought from him.
I got one of them.
Make handles for him.
I got a couple. I won a couple. 2-3 years ago, I think it was, and Tom Chitwood made me a sheath and a handle for it.
Nice. Well, I think I'm gonna make a handle in a wagon so I can carry it in the woods.
Johnny, how's he doing?
You know, I just mentioned Tom on my last video, on my Canteen Cup video, and I don't know. I'm gonna message him or his wife on Facebook or something and see, because I haven't heard hide nor hair of him in months.
Because he was in a bad way for a little while, right?
Yeah, his head wasn't healing.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't right. She had to really help him out a lot, even when he was talking, and
Yeah.
you know. So I'm worried about the guy, man. It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
At least I got one of his custom knives.
That you do. That you do. I remember that. I remember you getting that knife.
Yeah, I used it last weekend, matter of fact. Yeah.
Ohio needs a ferro rod. Why? I sent you one with the knife you want. Ohio needs a ferro rod. Somebody send me a link where you can get one.
Ohio, go to my channel and PM me your address. I'll send you one for free, buddy.
Huh. I had to buy mine, Ohio. I hope you're happy.
Yeah, Steve makes some really nice ferro rod handles.
Yeah, I got one.
I'm really jealous of his wood shop because that's one of my favorite hobbies, is woodworking.
Yeah, when Steve's at work, he's definitely got a nice playroom.
Oh man, you know it.
Right?
You know it. Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's a nice shop. It's set up pretty nice. But what really blew my mind when he was several videos back of his, it's on the bridge video, well, part of that mini series.
Yeah,
right.
He whips out this freaking skill saw. Sucker's got a blade on it that belongs in a sawmill, dude. It's freaking. What was that thing, Steve? You measure something like 18 inches or 20 inches?
I think it's 16-inch blade on that bad dog.
No, that's gotta be bigger than 16.
That's like one of the worm drive saws, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's a regular skill saw, but it's got a 16-inch blade on it. And you know what's really weird? Once you get that blade moving, that thing cuts as smooth as a little bitty old regular skill saw.
Really?
Yeah.
They bought that for me. I had to build oh shit. What do you call them things that it looks like a roof, but it ain't? A pergola. I had to build a pergola that went down around the stairway against a rock wall and stuff. And I built it out of, I think, 12 by 12 cedar beams.
Wow.
All freestanding.
So you needed something to,
Yeah, so I needed that big saw to make all the cuts. That thing was pretty cool. It's all pegged together. I had to make 3-inch cedar dowels, and the whole pergola is pegged together with it. Not one nail in it.
Wow.
Cool.
Well, Nathan said no handle, fat wood to burn. I always assume you always had too much fat wood, Nathan, all that stuff people send you. But if you're like me, I burn mine up pretty fast.
Hell yeah. I have no problem. I'll make you up a nice box.
I still got one piece left, I think, of fat wood from the Parker Ridges. When Mrs. Parker Ridge was making, she was making wool hats and gloves, and I ordered some. They threw in some fat wood, so that was really cool.
I got a pretty good pile left from Shalisha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were the only person to win a huge giveaway from me until last Thursday night. I just shipped out a big monster box today with a monster ferro rod, monster pine knot, bunch of fat wood. Shipped it out today to Rocket Outdoors.
Yep, I didn't win. Some guy Rocket Outdoors.
I don't know how the hell I missed that. I seen it pop up and it was like a giveaway. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was a little sneaky with that one.
I know. I had to check Steve to find out what the hell which one I was in.
Yeah, I seen Dark Matter dress up like a woman and dance. That was funny as shit, man. I laughed my ass off. That was good.
It was
good. Dark Matter only lives about half an hour or so away from me.
Why, is he in Michigan too?
He's over there, not too far from here.
Yeah.
He's like west of Cedar Springs.
You guys could have a friggin' Michigan roundup and it'd be like friggin' 9,000 people from YouTube on it.
One of these days, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Well, you better invite the Massachusetts guy.
Oh, you're always invited, man. You know that.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh,
You
wow.
guys.
He jumped off quick. I didn't get to say goodnight.
Yeah, he just won't. He must have been nodding off.
Who?
Stump, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah, Stump is gone. Hey,
Bye, Stump.
see,
Yeah.
brother.
We're not gonna miss you. You bastard.
Oh, all this firewood is wet.
Right.
I think I've got 300 or 400 pounds of fat wood, and I'm not exaggerating.
Right.
Damn.
You got a problem there, sweetie.
I do. I got it.
Just saying.
I'm gonna put some of that in my giveaway too in a tinder pouch. I'm gonna fill a tinder pouch up that I made.
Yep.
Put some fat wood in it.
Make up some Maya dust for them. They don't know what the hell to do with it, John.
I should make some Maya dust up. Matter of fact, all the stuff I had is all dried up now, but it still takes a hell of a sparky.
Yeah, it does.
Ohio Wolverine, a lot of people still do unboxing videos.
Whoever needs any fat wood, all you have to do is pay me for the shipping, and
personally.
I'll send you a box.
Ohio, I do it. You know, we're old school. You know that, brother.
Right.
I'm sure John, yeah, my woodsman does it. I'm sure Stevie does it.
Yep, I'm working on one right now. Mail call.
Yeah, I just did one, Ohio.
Yeah,
I got a pickled egg video out now, Ohio. Johnny don't like pickled eggs, but not Johnny. I'm sorry.
I've never had them.
No, not you. Mr. Tolley.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah, he's back on the YouTubes.
Yeah, I see he did a couple shooting videos.
Yep, he's got some videos out, so that's good.
Yeah, I just watched that little live thing he did, the tape of it. It was pretty good where he's visiting out west with a guy in Colorado.
Yeah, he shot his AR.
Shit. Did you see that pile of guns he opened, that case, all them handguns in there?
Hello. Talk about having a problem. But yeah, Ohio, a lot of people are still doing.
All right, folks. I don't know about y'all, but I've had a long day and I'm about pooped.
You're old.
Well, yeah, I am, but still moving.
Must suck to be old.
Damn. Oh shit.
Is Amanda still here? No, Stevie is.
Stevie?
Yep.
I think?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. What year, Steve?
1960.
Damn, dude.
Told you.
You are an old fart.
Told you he's older than us, Johnny.
Wow, I'm 64. Born in 64. Valentine's Day.
Oh, Lord. What'd you get your mom for Valentine's Day? Me.
Me.
I was my daddy's birthday present.
There you go. That's a good one, too.
I was the end of that era.
me too, Shanice. Yeah, Shanice, that's my boss. Me too, Shalisa. My father was born in January, and my father's birthday is in January, and I was born in friggin' September.
My mom went in labor on Labor Day.
Damn.
Oh, so you're Virgo? I knew we liked each other for a reason.
Do endure.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here, everybody. I'll take care and get in on that giveaway and spread the word.
Thanks for coming, man. Feel free any Saturday, 9:30 Eastern.
All right, man. Yeah, I got to get into that quagmire, and I got to get into that.
Yeah, you do.
I got to get into that FWA one of these days too.
Oh, that's a fun chat, but you better type fast because that shit goes.
Yeah, I seen that. I watched it one night, and it was like, holy shit! A good thing I can talk on my laptop and it'll type for me.
Right.
Johnny Prepping to Endure was born 74 on Valentine's Day.
No, that's cool. Well, as always, take care. God bless.
Good seeing you, my friend.
Thanks, man. Keep it real. All right, folks, we're going to get the heck out of here.
Nicest guy on YouTube right there. You won't find another one.
Right on. Oh, you know what? I have met so many good people on YouTube. I am so happy I started YouTube.
Me too.
That was my, actually, I just looked up when I started YouTube the day after my birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a pretty good birthday present. I am so happy.
Right.
Started on music vids and off we went. All right, folks, we're out of here. Everybody have a safe night and have a nice, relaxing Sunday. Peace.
Night, everyone.
Good night.